What's up? What up, y'all? You know what I'm saying? Just doing my Wednesday thing real quick. I might do a show, man. Just make this real quick, just this little wrap up, you know what I'm saying, of this 2020 year, man, just to, sum it all down, man, and just, reflect and recollect a little bit on some of the BS, man, some of the positive and negative things of this year, man, but yeah, man, I'm just over here lounging, man, on this Wednesday night, man. Just, you know what I'm saying? Thought I'd just jump on real quick, man, see what's going on. Tell it like how I tell it. So man, this year, man, there was a lot of stuff going on this year, man, a lot of craziness, man. And you know, yeah, you had certain things that went on this year, man. It's just, drug on, I would say, and some new things too, man. But like these inflation prices, what y'all think about these inflation prices, man? Crazy, man, crazy. Um, you know, definitely not a coincidence though. Um, we got the craziest gas prices that I've ever seen, man, and more expensive and just high, But that's by design, man. And they stopped working on the Keystone pipeline, so I can understand why them gas prices is the way they are, man. Thanks to your boy Joe Biden. Thanks to your boy Joe Biden, man. These gas prices is just to the roof, man, and to the ceiling and stuff, man. Meat price, everything, etc. Food prices done went up. Yeah, man. We had that cargo thing that happened towards the summer, like a little bit after the summertime. You know, the cargo shortage. Tank. You know, containers and stuff like that were back out. They were backed out. You know, to the damn. You know, to the damn sea, man. It was crazy. It was bad. It was real bad, man. I mean, but it's like I said, it's all by design, man. This type of stuff doesn't surprise me, man. Um, y'all thought 2020 was something. 2021 was definitely, I would say, you know what I'm saying, really hectic. You had presidents issuing out mandates when before he said he wasn't going to issue out no mandate, but they did anyway. Um, Definitely a controlled tactic. You had goalpost change. You had different, definitely different tactics, different you see what I'm saying, different vocabulary, man, and different words and stuff like that, man. I definitely say, for example, the goalpost switch on the whole, you know, being hospitalized and stuff like that, and to or not dying to being hospitalized, and you know, it just the goalpost just switched too much. Um, and you could tell too just by the vocabulary, man, and just different words. They use the word woke. They try to switch that and flip that on us. Word that we even used 10 plus years ago, and try to use that, and try to make that a bad thing, like as if it's basically something to call out so-called black people, and basically something to call us out and try to make it seem like it's a bad thing to be woke, when you basically, you know what I'm saying, well, is being sleep a good thing? I don't know, I'm confused. People lost me, Mr. Mark on that one. Maybe I missed the mark on that one, I don't know. Y'all let me know if I did, but yeah, man, it's a crazy little situation, man. But we're gonna run out down some of these things real quick, man, and I'm gonna get off here. I don't think it's gonna be too long, but we'll run some of these things down. So I had it on the show yesterday. I mean, if I didn't know, if y'all didn't know, Joe Biden, I knew his presidency was gonna be terrible. Um, it's just like it is. It just showed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna, favor him over Trump or whoever the hell. I'm not even gonna go and all that and state and all that. But I just think for a fact, I know this dude wrote the three strikes. I know he was, mandatory minimums, etc. I know he was a Dixiecrat. I know in Delaware, his state, he covered up murders, him and his son, of so-called black men. So I already know how this dude is, man. It's no coincidence. You know, I'm not even gonna speak on him and say this and he changed and stuff like that, like some of these older people, because I can't speak for no another man, no another person. I just look at it like he is with the way he is because he wants to be the way he wants to be. It is what it is, right? Joe Biden is basically, he's who a lot of us don't think he is, but who he is, and why be surprised? Why be shocked? See, we can't talk about this white supremacy racist shit and then at the same time, pick and choose what white person we want to favor or be behind. I really don't think that makes any sense, in my opinion. I mean, if y'all let me know, you know what I'm saying? If y'all don't disagree or whatever the case is, y'all let me know. But it's ridiculous, man. And you know, I mean, look what's happening right now. He's getting swatted out in these courts. Appeals court basically pushed out that the mandates with the involving the healthcare workers. They pushed out the mandates involving the private scale workers too. The Senate said they was going to repeal the mandates. It's just really not looking good for Joe Biden, man. It's really not looking good for him. I mean, why be surprised? He just I don't even know why. It's just it seems like people, we vote for people like this with symbolism, and we vote for people like this, just because it's a ritual and we think that we have to. And I mean, so that's just ignorant, right? It's ignorance, and ignorance is blitz, right? That's just like, and us not even taking the time, using social media for a bunch of bullshit and using it for what I'm saying, for what's the name purposes, man, just entertainment purposes, and not using it for any kind of wisdom, information at all. I just don't understand. I do, but I don't. I mean, it's just really an interesting aspect when you really think about it, man. It's just like, you got your Clyburns over here working to get these these tribal to get this nation some land, and they got it, and at the same time, but at the same time, it's basically for some money, man. It's basically for a casino. So, but is he pushing to get anything in people in his district? The sixth poorest district, I would say, District 6, excuse me, but one of the poorest districts in America. So what they say, is he pushing for to really get their poverty level up? No, this dude's been in office since 1992. I mean, I just don't understand. We just keep voting for people like this over and over again, and it's just like, I mean, that's not at our detriment. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see. I mean, but see, that's the thing. We don't push no kind of economics or any kind of politics in the household or nothing. The elders just, they just left you with some, go to church and stuff like that, and just be not even spiritual, but just be religious as possible, and just rely on this and that, and just depend on the BS that we've been thrown, man. And I see it, man. I see, excuse me, a lot of us are falling into it, man. And thanks to the churches and the clergy and the CBC and the Masons, and thanks to these people, man, and the Boule, that they don't have our best interest at heart at all. But I understand that, and I see that. You see what I'm saying? I fooled you. They basically fooled us. The laugh is on us, the joke is on us. So in 2022, we have to get serious, man, and just have some kind of agenda and have some kind of plan. And you can't just go through life, you see what I'm saying, stagnated and just going through like you just on like autopilot and shit like that. It's just like, it's crazy. You got to really come through and in order to fulfill your needs and stuff like that, you definitely have to have goals and aspirations. And definitely more so now, if we say that we're getting gentrified and we say that we're getting unfairly beat on all different angles and ends by different people, then best believe you would think by now we would have the ultimate kind of strategy, especially when it comes down to economics and wealth. But I don't understand what's going on, man. I just really don't get it. You see what I'm saying? But then I kind of do, because you see what I'm saying? We just have a lot of people holding us back. You see groups and councils like La Raza and stuff like that, Hispanic groups. their people are behind them, and they basically push for economics and stuff like that for their people, and that makes a lot of sense. I understand that, and even these Asian caucuses and other people, they really when it comes down to the people, they really show that it's when it's time to get something done, then then they're gonna do it, and like they should, But when it comes down to us, it's a blank. We're drawing blanks and stuff here, man. It's like a blank canvas over here, man. And we try to sell it to the highest bidder as something that's like Picasso and shit, man. It's not gonna fly, man. But I mean, yeah. So we got the inflation, we got the mandates being pushed that shouldn't have been pushed. Now it's backfiring in this dude's face. You had um yeah, you had these variants they're saying that are going around. That's what they're saying. You got different restrictions. Mass companies making money more than ever. You had Joe Biden mention something about Goldman Sachs and the stock market, so that tells you a lot right there. That a lot of this is a money thing and a money grab. And if you think about it, you just go on some of these websites or whatever and see how much people are investing in some of these things, man. You won't be surprised, man. I mean, you will be surprised, excuse me. Especially people that don't know politics, man. It's a quick pro quo. You get something to give something, man, and a lot of people just not really up on game when it comes out of stuff like that. You really just gotta, use your best judgment and really just research, man, and get out there and talk to people, man, and figure stuff out. You know what I'm saying? And in this new 2022, man, you gotta really be sharp, man, and and just change things about yourself, man, to better yourself and humble yourself. But I mean, what didn't happen in this year, man? It just seemed like um a lot of people just stayed ignorant and stagnated, man. And the ignorance is definitely gonna be there, man, and definitely be bliss. But a lot of people definitely stayed ignorant, stagnated. You still got the same old playbook going on, the same old narrative about this the sea walk, man. And it's just like, I don't know, man. People just not people just on the same tip, man. People aren't really critically thinking when it comes down to actually being aware, man, and being insightful, and having the most type of prevision you can, man, to dissect situations like this down. And people aren't really being like that at all, man. It's just people are going with the flow. People are treating this like a trend and buying the Gucci mask and the and the Fendi and and the what I'm saying, and Louis mask and stuff like that, like it's a trend. I mean, people kind of contribute to a lot of this foolishness too by just accepting and getting get along, go along type attitude towards stuff like this. But in the meanwhile, your rights are getting infringed on again. Stuff like that is really coming to a head, man. We don't really know what's in store for 2022, but I mean, I just hope it gets better next this year coming up, man, because this year was wild, man. And, yeah, man, you had to stop the Asian hate. You had that whole hoax going on with that. Them getting all the money allocated to the Asian community, $50 million. They get a hate crime bill while we don't get nothing. But see, that's by design. And our so-called caucuses and stuff like that, they have a lot to do with that. They get money for all these other groups. But see, that lets you know that's not our representatives, and those aren't our people to represent us. You see what I'm saying? That's the Boule front. That's the that's the Boule and the Masonic Eastern Star people. That's exactly who that is. That's we don't really need these people, man. And when it comes down to the best interest of us, we need to just stay focused, man, and serve our own people and our own agenda, man, and really just stay on focus and stay on par, man. But when it comes down to funding your own agenda, there's actually, keyword funding, which means, what I'm saying, it's some kind of currency and monetary aspect to to keep up with the agenda, man. And that's another thing too, you know what I'm saying? Um, but aggregating your money, that's the key, putting your money together. And that's a lot of times we don't know about that. We don't want to do that. We're taught to just be selfish in our communities and so-called communities, excuse me, and really not focus on any kind of business aspect. You see what I'm saying? We're just focused on individualism and vanity and a bunch of bullshit that's not going to get us nowhere. They'll get the individual. I mean, maybe they think somewhere in their mind and their mental, but it won't, man. And it's just a weird little situation that we in, man. But I mean, yeah, but there's a lot of things, man, that I just, what's going on with this situation, man? Um, I'm just tripping on, I mean, this year, I mean, it was a lot of negativity, a lot of stuff that they put out, negative things just to distract you, man, and distract us from, the actual eye on the prize type thing, man, and our goals and aspirations and things that we actually need to be doing as far as community development, man, and working with each other. We really got to be on that kind of accord and that kind of page. And I know we do. We know we do. But at the same time, man, it's just like we're not, man, because it's a lot of groups and um, you know, a lot of us that are really blocking each other too as well. We could say the white man all day, but a lot of these people that look like me and you, man, are just trying to shut it down just as much as them. So, so yeah, but I mean, it's just a lot of different things, man. The nurses, a lot of them got fired and stuff like that from there. I did some videos about that a little whiles back. A lot of them got fired and stuff from their establishment, stuff like that, by the thousands, 70 something thousand, man, and that was a whole thing with that in New York City, and you know, due to these mandates, and Gavin Newsom got recalled. Gavin Newsom's is still the governor of California, which I think is crazy. I just think that's just the wildest thing. When you usually think about recalling something, you really think about taking off the shelf for good. But I guess if they like it, I love it. But the homeless population is still at a large number and rising. Thanks, Gavin Newsom, for not doing nothing. I mean, it's just a smokescreen, man. Their intentions is not to do nothing for us, man. And that's why, I said build and destroy, because they have a lot of the elements and stuff like that, and this music and a lot of this entertainment of destruction and just basically ignorance, man. And we feed right into it, man. And so, this next year you have to use that time wisely, man, to either build or destroy, I think, in my opinion, man. And basically doing something positive or something negative, or even a lot of times, all these people try to do something in the name of something positive, but it's still negative. You see what I'm saying? And you just gotta be real 180, 360 degrees, excuse me, full circle all the way around, man, and just just really do what you have to do, man, and be sincere about doing something positive, man, because especially when you get a certain age and shit, people get to looking at you weird. What kind of agenda do you really have? What's your real intentions if you're a certain age and you're still talking about some negativity? I just think that's kind of strange to me. Now we could talk about negative aspects as far as the topics we talk about and the aspects of negativity in that, but what up, ATM, what's going on? But at the same time, you got to really be serious about what we really want to follow out and play out, man, because these people are serious about the agenda that they're putting on us. We got to be serious, you know. I mean, we can't call ourselves, grown this and that, but we're not really putting, a serious thought and just these high vibrations into this, man, and especially as a people, man, and we can't call ourselves a people if we're not really moving as a people, man, and that's the thing, man. And other people they're people, other people are groups. See, what thing about us, I notice, we're a group, but we move individually. You see what I'm saying? And that doesn't make no sense. Like, how are you a group and you move individually? We really got to be more strategic, and we really got to be more aware. You know what I'm saying? Right, I feel you about the resolution. I feel you, me too, man. It's just like, but I definitely want to change things about this next year, and I definitely want to make some, what I'm saying, some goals, man. And even if I have to write it down on a piece of paper or something about what I want to do and switch up, I'm gonna do that. Because I mean, we got to really be serious, because these how are these youngsters? We talk about these youngsters and these people younger than us and stuff like that, man. How are they gonna supposed to, develop a serious type mind state, man, and take us seriously, man, if we're not serious, man. And people, kids and youngsters, they model what they see, man, and what they learn, man. And you gotta basically give them the best type of you see what I'm saying, the best type of example you could give them. That's what I say. Oh, they definitely do, man. They definitely have these groups, man. And hell, a lot of times too, man, they use us as talking points, man. They'll use us for their kind of talking points. They use us for their stats and stuff like that, like the Larry Elder types and stuff like that, that just basically throw out those crazy ass stats about us, but never have those same kind of stats about any other group, which I think is just ridiculous. It's like, but I understood though, that guy gets paid. People like Larry Elder get paid for talking that craziness, retaining those kind of talking points. The dude gets paid for that. He probably, I wonder, he might get paid a good little bag for that too, man, because he goes on and on, man. Larry Elder don't fuck around, man. Larry Elder do that shit 365 days a year, man. Man, Larry Elder don't fuck around. So, I mean, yeah, man, and they definitely do hide behind these damn groups. It's just, but I mean, honestly, we have to really just start doing for self. We really have to start doing for self, man, and just start buying from each other, man, start supporting each other. I mean, if we're talking about, people want to be like us so much and we're, influential or so much influential, then don't you think that these people are watching us and watching how we move, they're studying us, man. These people, they got us down to a T, man. And we don't even think so, we don't think that they got us down to a T. These people are studying us on the strength, man. She said, I'm in Louisiana to stop the movement and keep Black and white in certain communities and the practice of racism. Yeah, I bet, man. But what's up, Cancer Alley out there too in Louisiana? That place is crazy, man. And see, that's the you don't hear about stuff like that. I made a video about that too, man. Cancer Alley in Louisiana, man. Due to all these factories and plants and stuff like that nearby a town where there's a lot of predominantly called Black residents that live in that town, and a lot of them get a lot of those cancers and stuff like that due to living over there, man. And yeah, they do study us like a mug, man. And I don't know, we don't care. We just don't seem to get it. It's like we're just in the entertainment and we want to entertain. You see what I'm saying? And we into entertainment, and that's just like, damn, that's crazy how a group is just is all into entertainment on 24/7 basis. This is crazy, man. We got to take a break from that damn entertainment, man. That's not that serious, man. We gotta focus on something way more serious, man. And I mean, from what I would say, in the aspect from what I would say, man, and just really just sit back and analyze, what's our agenda for this next 2022, man, for this next year? What's the agenda? That's the question, man. What's the, goal, man? And man, I bet. But, what's the goal? What's the agenda, man? And, you see what I'm saying, for this next year? Because it's definitely going to be a lot of stuff orchestrated to where we ain't going to be able to, we're not going to be able to, we're not going to be able to tell or control a lot of this stuff because the government controls a lot of this stuff, and most of the things going on, the government controls. And that's no doubt about that. Especially a lot of these acts that go on and these shootings and stuff like that. Best believe that's not just random people doing it, man. You guys got to pay attention and just really wake up. There's agendas that play. These agendas, they're in play right now, and they going on, man. They strong, and don't. It's not far fetched that people would actually spend their time and their money to stage stuff like this, man. It's definitely just psychological operations going on, man. Definitely to train your mind in a certain way, because we already have, they already did a good job at that already anyway. And most of the ritualistic things we do throughout life here in America, our minds are trained to do that. So, well, vibration people won't be in my circle in 2022. That's my agenda. I feel you on that. I feel you on that, man. You definitely have to have that's true. You definitely have to have people The hell? My bad, my bad. That shit was burnt out. My bad, y'all. That was some. I don't know what the hell happened, man. My internet or something. That shit just kicked my ass off, man. That shit kicked my ass off like Bruce Lee. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I mean, so let me go over here, man, and try to see what I could for this damn year, man. Some damn videos, man. You know what I'm saying? For this yearly wrap up, man. I didn't play this last. Let me get into this real quick, man. Oh shit.
How much would it cost with our old health insurance?
Oh.
Damn it.
Where'd you hear that word, Jada?
Yeah. Jada?
With Oscar, the entire family gets unlimited primary care visits, all for
$0.
$0.
I'm pissed. I'm unhappy,
Fair use.
and I'm not just unhappy with the cowboys
Fair use.
who were running down Haitians and using their reins to whip them. I'm happy with the administration. We are following the Trump policy. He is the one that does not follow the Constitution and would not allow those seeking refuge to be able to petition to get into the country. What the hell are we doing here? What we witnessed takes us back hundreds of years. What we witnessed was worse than what we witnessed in slavery. Cowboys with their reins again, whipping Black people, Haitians, into the water where they're scrambling and falling down. And all they're trying to do is escape from violence in their country. Yes, it is unfortunate that it is the poorest country in this hemisphere. It is unfortunate that they have no stable government right now. It is unfortunate that they've had to live through earthquakes. I've been working with Haitians for 30 years. I've been working through 2 coups d'etats. I went to the Central African Republic and I brought back Aristide after he was exiled into the Central African Republic. They have always been between Canada and France and the United States treated worse than anybody else. And so, yes, we are here and we're organized and we're saying to the president and everybody else, you got to stop this madness. And I want to know in the first place, who's paying these cowboys to do this work? They've got to be gotten rid of.
Meanwhile, one of her districts is poor. California districts is poor as hell, man. You know, she's saying all that stuff, man. One of her districts is super poor, just like Clyburn's district, District 6, is poor in South Carolina. So you know, that again, you know, Democrat on Democrat, man. You know, they basically saying Biden ain't ish for, you know, not controlling that situation and handling like how he did, man. That was an event that happened this year. You know what I'm saying? Wild event. You see what I'm saying? Another event that happened this year, man, is you know what I'm saying? Basically these damn gas prices. I'm about to share my screen. Hold up. And this is for Fair Use Act, just for commentary purposes only, 1976.
She takes a picture
And in that picture is this ET.
My bad.
He puts
Tonight, gas prices are soaring with little end in sight.
Americans are spending $430 million more every day on gasoline than just 1 year ago today.
In some California towns, prices are topping $5 a gallon. And here in Illinois, a tank will set you back almost $20 more than last year.
Every time I fill up, it's close to like $80, $90.
How do you feel about that?
It's making me broke. It's no good, but what we can do.
But it's not just fueling your car. Experts say heating your home this winter could be costly.
Prices for oil and gas are still high during the heating season. That will be much more expensive for the economy, for society, and for those homeowners.
Heating bills could cost some 30% more than last year. Just like everything else, the pandemic is partially to blame. Demand for gas plummeted in 2020 as the world shut down, and supply still hasn't caught up. Plus, Hurricane Ida knocked production in the Gulf of Mexico offline. The impact of the storm could reduce oil production by 30 million barrels this year. The White House says it's working to address the problem.
Well, we need to take steps to address short-term supply issues. We need to also keep our eye on the long term and the impact of the climate.
So what we all want to know is, how can we save money? Experts say drive slower on the highway. Slowing down 5 to 10 miles an hour can save fuel. Take out unnecessary items that weigh your car down. As for heating your home this winter,
Bundle up and turn the thermostat down.
Megan, when can we expect prices to come back down?
Well, Jose, energy experts say it could take months. It depends on demand. So, for example, if more people are commuting to work and we have a bad winter, we could see these elevated prices well into next year.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.
What do y'all think, man? I mean, same old, right? Same old BS, man. Same old bullshit, man. Right? But see, they're not talking about how they're not talking about that pipeline though, that they the Keystone that they didn't want to finish construction on. See, they didn't talk about that being one of the reasons why the gas price. I mean, so you really can't trust the lamestream media, man. You really got to watch out. You really got to watch out, man, and because they be full of shit, you know. They be full of it, man. Man, yep. You know what I'm saying? But it's another thing that happened.
New York hospitals are bracing for severe staff shortages. Tens of thousands of healthcare workers have risked their jobs by refusing to be vaccinated.
Officials had hoped medics would agree to get their jabs to avoid losing their livelihood.
New York hospitals began firing or suspending healthcare workers for defying a state order to get the COVID-19 vaccine, one that went into effect on Monday. It's resulted in staff shortages and delayed services, with some 15% of the state's healthcare workers not fully vaccinated. New York Governor Kathy Hochul said she was considering deploying the National Guard and out-of-state medical workers to fill staffing shortages.
I will be signing an executive order to give me the emergency powers necessary to address these shortages where they occur. That's going to allow me to deploy the National Guard, who are medically trained, deploy people who've been retired, who may have had a license lapse, bring in people from elsewhere. That is not my first position, though, my friends. My desire is to have the people who've been out there continue to work in their jobs, work in them safely, and to all the other healthcare workers who are vaccinated, they also deserve to know that the people they're working with will not get them sick.
New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio told the news conference the city's hospitals were not yet seeing a major impact from the mandate, adding he worried more about other areas of the state where vaccination rates are lower. A spokesperson for a smaller medical center in Buffalo said they've suspended elective inpatient surgeries and had stopped accepting intensive care patients from other hospitals as it prepares to fire hundreds of unvaccinated employees. The inoculation push comes as a federal appeals court on Monday ordered that New York City can require all teachers and staff to get the vaccine, reversing a previous decision that had put the mandate on hold for educators.
What's going on, y'all? But see, I recently just got appeals court just recently sliced and diced that one right there. So I mean, you already know my opinion on this, man, and what I already think about this, man. You know, give people a choice, man. You know, treat people like supposedly American people, right? Give people a choice, man. I mean, come on, man. But you know, all types of stuff happened this year, man. This year was just crazy, man. Computer box, what's going on? You know, just the way that these people it's just all about control in my opinion, man. And when it comes down to a lot of this stuff, and, you know, a lot of, you know, things that happen, man, and you know, they try to really push it down your throat and to shove it down your throat, man, and a lot of instances and stuff when it comes down to a lot of this stuff. But yeah, man, excuse me. You had you know, another thing that happened this year was the trial of Derek Chauvin, man, and what's going on with this, what happened with that guy, man. I'm gonna play a quick clip from that, man, the Derek Chauvin trial, man.
My brother was murdered.
Derek Chauvin, almost emotionless, as George Floyd's brothers struggled to ask what still torments him.
I wanted to know from the man himself, why? What were you thinking? What was going through your head when you had your knee on my brother's neck?
7-year-old Gianna said her dad's spirit was still around her.
Yeah, I miss you and I love you.
Philona said he still wrestles with nightmares.
For an entire year, I had to relive George being tortured to death.
The family impact of Floyd's murder, part of the sentencing, and for a first time from Chauvin's family, his mother defending her son.
My son's identity has also been reduced to that as a racist. None of these things are true, and that my son is a good man.
For more than a year, Chauvin has shown no remorse. He broke his silence today, but didn't apologize.
I want to give my condolences to the Floyd family. There's going to be some other information in the future that would be of interest.
He didn't explain, but he and 3 other officers face new and separate federal charges this fall. Judge Cahill said his ruling was not influenced by sympathy or public opinion.
The court commits you to the custody of the Commissioner of Corrections for a period of 270 months.
That's 22 and a half years, less than what prosecutors wanted, 30 years, but a step ahead in a painful and exhausting battle for justice.
It's a start. I mean, you have to ask the question, is 22 years worth somebody's life?
Moving forward, what do we need to do or what needs to happen so we no longer have to go through this no more?
Today represents an opportunity to be a turning point in America. 1 down, 3 to go.
But many are left wondering, will America seize the opportunity?
So, Susan, the sentencing, obviously a significant milestone, but what's coming next?
Yeah, the next tough part. I mean, a policing reform act is still stuck in Congress. Multiple cities are debating whether to make changes to funding the police. And then there are the 3 trials of the other officers coming next year, and those may be more difficult to prosecute. So civil rights activists, they're empowered, but they're anxious to keep this momentum going, Ian.
Thanks, Susan.
This flag isn't backwards. It's assaulting forward.
What up? What up? What's good? What's going on, man?
Oh, I couldn't hear anything.
Well, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Word up. What's good with you, man?
Oh man, just doing a little work. I'm about to go outside, back outside in a bit, so I'll just be listening.
Word, no doubt, no diggity doubt, man. I'm just going through a little something, man. Just just going through certain things that happened this year, man, and just what I'm saying, and just really trying to get some solutions towards next year, man. You know what I'm saying, and some positive outlook and stuff on this next year, man. Because we got to really switch it up. Because a lot of the shit that we've been doing is not working, man. You know, a lot of the stuff that the so-called our community, it ain't working, man. We got to really switch it up, man. A lot of these damn what's the name? These CBC and these you know what I'm saying? These Masonic groups and all these other people, man. They're the ones that are really contributing and keeping us back, man. And, the Mexican communities and these other communities, their people push them forward, which they should,
Right. Yeah.
Word, man.
You're gonna have to get offline. Get our writing agenda, draft something up.
Man, bullshit.
So, like I said, the like minds, fuck everybody else. That's what's gonna have to happen, man. We gonna have to pull our resources together, invest in something, pull it together, stack it up, put it towards some land. We gotta do as much as humanly possible outside of the system, from growing food, harnessing electricity, everything. Building farms, everything. We can't exist in it and then complain about it or act surprised when it works against us, or when we get another little privilege or consumer access taken away if we don't have what they want us to have inside of us or whatever. So we gotta get serious.
You ain't lying about that, man. That's true. We definitely got to get serious, man, and definitely, you know what I'm saying, play our position, man, and play our part, man. And because, yeah, these other groups are serious, man, and we can't complain when they're, you know, they're moving and, you know, they're playing chess and not checkers like we are, man. We can't definitely complain about that because that's why they're, you know what I'm saying, they're actually able to establish things and make stuff happen here. They're able to drive the you know what I'm saying, the latest whips and the latest, you know what I'm saying, and be able to invest in properties and stuff like that, man, because you know they follow the playbook, man, and they follow the playbook by not being divided. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing.
Yeah, you know what divides us? They understand basic how things are set up, which we haven't understood in over 50 years. We under a matriarchy, so everything we do is to impress the queen bee. You know, in the hive. So we're matriarchal. We're de facto matriarchy. So we're not thinking along the line. Every other group that's advancing, they understand. They still have a traditional family structure in a major way compared to us. So they understand. They value their men and honor that it starts in the home, and then it starts in your neighbor's home and their neighbor's home, and then from there, they all value that block, and then that same thing happens on the next block, and then they pull their resources together and act as a community, and then a tax base forms, and then they form businesses, and then the dollar circulates a lot of times before it leaves that community, and then they could buy politicians to support their interests. So. But that all starts from one household, from each household being on that same page and honoring their men and knowing the natural order of things. Whereas us, we've been socially engineered to be backwards, where, you know, a so-called Jewish boy have a bar mitzvah, you know, a little Mexican girl, I have a, quinceañera or whatever. There's a rite of passage with them. They're taught this is how you clean the house. This is how you cook. This is how this is how you court a woman. This is how you do this. This is how you do that. There's no rite of passage for the black youth nowadays anymore. It's just for the dudes, it's you getting pussy. How much pussy you getting, or you better ask some bitches, whatever. And then the girls is how many dudes could you finesse with your sexuality?
Damn.
Could you get could you get a Birkin bag? Did you get a Birkin bag out that nigga? How long could you keep him as a trick, or are you a bad bitch? Bad of a bitch are you? So that's the black youth nowadays. That's their rite of passage. So none of that is conducive to community or none of the things we talk about.
You ain't lying. It ain't, dude.
So.
Man, you know what I'm saying? And see, a lot of us, we don't even realize that, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't even realize that. We're not, we talk this type stuff, man, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? We got to, you got to, you trying to be white, or you reading, man, you this and that, man, you think it's crazy, man. We down each other for reading. That shit says a lot about us, man. Like, what does that say about us and shit? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, so it's popular, in our culture to be an asshole and, be doing some shit that damn well you shouldn't be doing. That's the praise, man. You know what I'm saying? Being, being dysfunctional is praise, man. Believe it or not, man. We're not going to admit it, man, but let's just keep it 100, man. That shit is praised like a mug, man, And like you said, man, you know what I'm saying? Courtship, that's important, man. And just steps. You see what I'm saying? And there was you know, actual you see what I'm saying? You know, playbook to how this was, man. And it was actual. You see what I'm saying? And you know, like a certain kind of we had a certain kind of, what's the word, man? Like you said earlier.
We had a social contract.
Right.
And that social contract has been broken for a long time, and now there's this cognitive dissonance where, especially with the women, where their biology is fighting their psych, their what they're told by society that they are, which is I'm the mother and the father, I'm strong and independent. But then when one of them gets beat up by one of these white dudes they run after, like Chad Wheeler or whatever, then it's, where's all the black men? Or like the black football player stood up for the girl who got beat, and the comments was saying, you know, I'm glad a black man stood up for her. But the thing is, these same black women was praising her for getting with a white dude. So why ain't they? Where's all the white dudes standing up for her, or the white community? They haven't outraged from them. But my point is, it's like they're told one thing that they could be by society, but then when shit gets real, shit goes left, they're all of a sudden looking for that biological protection that inherent because they're women. So they, in one breath, they're saying they're strong and independent, and men need to feel needed. Men are needed, but black boys grow up saying that they're optional or just basically needed for some dick, and then or be the spawn donor and then get the fuck out of here. So it becomes a tug of war, a power play instead of a teammate thing where y'all are playing the game together to win it together. So it's not a game in this group where we're both playing it together against the other races to race to the top of economics or whatever. It's a game where, you know, the black woman operates like she's a separate race, and the black man does too. So within a race, so that would have to be the first thing. As far as you talking about solutions, there's gonna have to be a revolution or reintroduction to the way we operated in personal relationships before, you know, integration in the end of the 20th century. So, but we know we're stubborn and stiff-necked people. So the people who end up doing that or even looking into doing that, because you have to feel like something's wrong, and a lot of us don't want to feel like anything we do is wrong. We always feel like we're in the right and we're justified for some reason to be dysfunctional and stay dysfunctional and live dysfunctional and die dysfunctional. So the people who end up actually taking a look at that and saying I can improve on this, or damn, you know, it's easier to be fooled than convince the person that they've been fooled. So that's what's going on here. People don't want to admit that they may have been brainwashed or manipulated in some way. They want to believe that the way they ended up, the way they think, the way they're at, the place they're at in life is all due to them and not years and years of social engineering and subconscious programming. They want to believe it's all them because they're just so clever and so smart and so impervious to programming and peer pressure and all these other things at play. So the people who end up taking a look at that and taking a leap to actually challenging what they unlearning everything that we've been brainwashed with is going to be the exception and not the rule. So I think we just have to get over this idea of the majority or a great portion of people who look like us taking that leap. and sacrificing, because you can know something, but that's different than practicing it. You know, I can know that I ain't supposed to be eating ice cream every day and drinking and smoking every day. I can know what's gonna happen, but if I'm still doing it, what's the point of knowing it? So, I mean, I think it's all gonna boil down to just personal relationships and how we treat each other, and we treat each other worse than, you know, we treat each other just like the European, you know, treated us. So, you know,
Yeah, a lot about that, man. You know what I'm saying? And we expect different outcomes and shit, man. That's what's crazy about it, man. And you know, you gotta kind of, you know, you actually got it now. You got something like a civil war thing to where you got, you know, the women, you know, going against us and stuff like that, man. It's crazy. And even now on social media, and even it's even timestamped now, man, to the point where it's on YouTube. And I just think it's crazy, man. And you don't see no push for that. You don't see no YouTube taking down their channels or YouTube telling them, you know what I'm saying, and striking them down, but because it's something negative that's regarding us and stuff like that, man. But when you have something positive, you know, regarding us, or, you know, us, you know, spitting the facts to our people and stuff like that, man, then it's definitely, you know what I'm saying, it's definitely you know, they're definitely spying on your channel and sending little bots on your channel, and you see what I'm saying, and striking you and talking about misinformation, this and that and that. But lets you know that there's some kind of agenda. You know, what do you mean misinformation? So I can't tell my people about this and that without you thinking about misinformation. That lets you know, and lets me know that you're hiding something. That lets me know, and you know that you're with, excuse me, the so-called conspiracy, right? You see what I'm saying? You're not, you right? What you think? It's like, how you gonna try to stop me for this information that I'm trying to spread to my people and trying to wake them up? You see what I'm saying? Like, they want you to be ignorant, man, willfully ignorant. You see what I'm saying? That's why there's that television programming, man, you know, to really control and program your mind into the BS, man. That's why Matrix just came out, that movie Matrix, man. You know, I mean, it's not a coincidence that all this stuff is going down at this time of the year in this 2021 you see what I'm saying, date on this calendar, man. So really by design, you know, really by design, man. You know, just like how they was giving us people back in the day, giving these people out, you know, giving these leaders to us, and, you know, giving people these falsehoods, and, you know, letting them try to, you know, combat, you know, this racism, stuff like that in their way, but at the same time, not really trying to push any kind of economic kind of ideas and base. Was just really a part of this too, I think. You know, yeah, you know, they should have been pushed some, especially in the civil rights era. You know, really trying to push something involving economics, man. But at the same time, you do something like that, you know, your Boule and the people around your Boule and Masonic, you know, that's not gonna get nowhere, man, because, you know, they're helping the people, man. You know, as Boule, the little slogan for it is advisor to the king. These people are advisors to the king, you know what I'm saying? And I guess the king, they mean by the European and stuff like that. So, you know, they're pushing his you know, his ideology. As long as they get something, as long as they get the bag that they've been getting, they're good, you know. And that messes up our progress, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. If they were to elevate us and liberate us, the Boule, that would put them at a lower level. And if they were to raise us up to a higher level, that may put us at an even playing field. So that would shatter a lot of their egos and self-worth and self-value, because they got a lot of their ego and their self-esteem invested in that role, being that advisor to the king. So we can't expect nothing from them. You know, we've had 1 million black millionaires and celebrities, and they haven't started any basic things. The Black Panthers didn't have half their budget. Even if you adjust it for inflation from 66 to now, They didn't have money like that, but they started the free breakfast program that the government saw, and then they made the WIC program, so people could do more if they wanted to. So but it's been years and years of just mostly just talking and shit. So that shows you that you don't hold your breath. And we just gotta say fuck it and try to do our own thing.
Yeah, man, for sure, man. This shit ain't by design, man. This is not definitely not by design, man. This is definitely purposely done, man. And they're showing it, man. They're showing it that's purposely done, man. And they basically it's like the crisis actor thing, man. The scenarios that they got thrown out. Some of these scenarios aren't real. I'm sorry to say. And the thing is, that another thing too, they're using psychological and spiritual warfare on us, man. And just like, for example, with these damn lines we talking about with these damn tests now. See, this is the thing too, because I've been saying a while back too that they're gonna get rid of these PCR tests, and they kind of said it too, but by the end of the year, which they're doing, and see now they're trying to see. It's all about money, man, because you figure you gotta BJ, what up? You gotta, it's all about money because you have to take the test and stuff like that when you taking a flight or something like that, or when you at the airport or something like that, it's money. You actually got to pay for these tests, right? So I mean, people aren't thinking. You see what I'm saying? They like, okay, they figure they could kill it even more, and they could actually control you even more and show the control even more by having these tests, these at-home tests. You see what I'm saying? Because okay, now let's bring more money, to the test and to the store manufacturers too, all at the same time. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I don't understand why we don't see it. I mean, these lines is long, man, and people are. The thing is, man, you in a pandemic and you taking stuff like this serious. Why would you have long lines like this for these tests? If and then the coldest winter part is the coldest part of the year, which you see what I'm saying, which is true though. You could actually catch cold and stuff like that, and certain things like this is part of the year, the quickest and the fastest. But at the same time, I just don't understand these long lines, and it's, what do you think? It's a money thing, right? What you think, man?
Oh man, shit! I think it's all bullshit.
Right.
They didn't give a fuck about that water in Flint, Michigan.
Right.
Why are they so about us now, about our health? We know there's always a kickback and a profit motive to everything they do. So if there's a profit motive, there's corruption. If there's corruption, something's bound to go wrong. And if something's bound to go wrong, it just makes sense because, on the vaccine adverse reactions database, VAERS, CDC isn't even pushing those adverse reactions or counting a lot of those. They aren't letting the public know. You have to go digging to find those. And if you have an injury or a death or whatever that may have been caused by whatever you took, you can't sue the makers of the thing. So that's like buying a car with no warranty, or having a gun with no lifetime warranty against defects or something. Like they ain't standing behind their product. So that should say a lot right there.
Right. That's true.
But
that is true. And the thing is, man, it's just like I mean, just this whole year, man, it just seems like how much it seems like how much they feel they can control people, man, which is with all types of things, man, and I mean, shit, man. And even this dude Biden, man, he doing a horrible job. Look at the media, man. The media's not really getting on him. And they kind of like, what about the stuff that his son was saying, the stuff like that, the tweets, and he basically said the other day that it's what I'm saying, this is like kind of like too much for him, man. It's like, this thing, this thing is like too basically it's just it's it's just kind of like out of their hands, kind of like it's just that the government doesn't really have too much to combat this. That's what he was saying, and it's just like, I mean, we were saying this the whole time, man, and I just think it's just this right here. All is just to let you know, and it's to show you, man, how brainwashed people are, man, and how much they push the agenda, man, and the media, really a cause of this stuff too. Because, like you said, man, or like I was saying, they didn't really get on. They're not really getting on Biden. His blunders and fumbles and mess ups, are not really getting on him, man. And the crazy stuff he's saying, his senile age is not getting on him. And him, a line about the college, the HBCUs giving the funding with that. He lied about that. You see what I'm saying? The military, he cut the, I guess what he was going to give to the military. He lied about that. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's not. Are we surprised? I mean, I'm not, because I didn't vote for the dude. I didn't vote for the dude, man. I didn't vote for the guy, man, at all. I really didn't.
Yeah, I ain't surprised. Shit, they all on the same team. It's all I think at this point the elites are just mocking us. I've seen that old ass dementia having incompetent, crusty, dead looking white dude up in office, supposed to be the leader of the so-called free world. Like, I think at this point the elite is just trolling us with all these mandates and everything going on. Like, they just laughing. They just laughing their ass off right now. But I think next year, they just gonna push harder, because this just reminds me. This to me is like the Patriot Act point version 2, where everything in life is changed just because one event, exaggerated event or overemphasized event, with the main ingredient of that event being fear, the main ingredient of the restrictions imposed indefinitely after that event being fear. So this is a lot like the Patriot Act after 9/11. So next year it's gonna be a lot more restrictions based on if you had a vaccine or not.
Right. I would say so. And I mean, I would definitely.
In Australia, they got concentration camps already.
Yeah, man, and see, the thing is about the thing is, man, about all this, man, it's just like we don't see it, man. And I mean, the people like Maxine Waters and people, these politicians, man, they sell us out the river, because like Jim Kleinberg said, like, did you hear about what he just did with these Indians, man? He basically Jim Kleinberg went and pushed for some money for them, some millions of dollars for the certain Indian tribe, but it was also it was a little thing in it, so they could get a casino out of it, build a casino out of it or whatever, protection from the casino. But at the same time, it's just like Jim Clyburn's district is like District 6 is like one of the poorest districts in period, right? And damn near all of the country. And see the same thing in LA, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at with the district that Maxine Waters is supposed to be a control of, man. It's just like, I mean, it's not surprising, man. These people don't live nothing by these districts where they serve. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. It's just they just showing, the devil's just showing their horns now, man. A lot more. It ain't all the acting and the acting like it. They just showing their hand. Like, what are y'all gonna do about it? Basically, that's what it seems like to me. Like, okay, well, I'm tired of hiding who I am. This is what it is. This is how it's gonna be. What are y'all gonna do about it?
We're not gonna get. And see, the thing is, a lot of this type of stuff just goes to show how divided we are as people, man. And period, and how everybody like mind their own business type thing that people got going on, and just not really care about, and just not have no empathy and sympathy towards the next man. That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting towards a lot of people, man. And you know, the vibes I'm getting towards this society right now too. You know, people don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, to each his own. But you know, something catastrophic does something happen, like a major earthquake or something, whatever the case is, then people are gonna want to help. So I mean, the people are just are full of it too, man. And I think and just that whole I don't care about nobody mentality,
That's fact. Well, we care about people, but we only care if they got a big so-called title, or they on TV, or they a politician, or they got a degree or something like that. That's how far we care. That's what we base how much we should value a human life on. A lot. Are they on TV? Do they got qualifications, quote unquote, or they're quote unquote important person? Or he just another nigga who look like me? That's how a lot of us think. So that plays into idolatry and idolizing people. And
for sure, man.
That's people don't care about the people; they just care about the people ruling over them. They just hope they could get into that position so they could keep their foot on your neck too. Instead of being the person with the foot on their neck, they'll kiss the person's ass they got the foot on their neck, the government, the politicians, the celebrities who will, have your daughter singing some be a thought shit like Cardi B, but when her daughter come in the room and her own music is playing, she turns the music off. It's all a game.
It is. It is a game.
A lot of people too stupid. Yeah, too stupid or careless or both to even think about it.
They give us, just like build and destroy, man. They give us, they really want us to destroy, man, and be in that destructive kind of mindset, man. They want the they want us cats to keep killing and shooting and stuff like that, man, and hurt each other, and then they want these females to keep thawing it up and have that that to be caught up in that thought culture with the this dude's gonna have I'm gonna have to charge this guy this, and he's gonna have to pay me this, and what you got, what your bag this, and yeah. And that's crazy, man. That they really got us into that destructive kind of, and I'm thinking, how are we gonna build? It's hard to come and it's hard to build out of that, man. It's just like with so many of these youth and so many of this generation is just lost, man. How they think, how they act, right? Their outlook on life is just like, wow.
Yeah, yeah. And they all these companies and the CDC putting out these zombie mandate, warnings and zombie awareness things. It's like, well, what's really gonna happen next year now that this year everybody got this vaccine or this substance or whatever?
Right.
Why would these governmental people be putting out vaccine warnings? Zombie warnings and shit.
Right, and yeah, exactly, man. And I just think I agree, and it's just like some of these damn drugs too, man. That some of these damn people be taking in these damn streets and stuff too. They be like damn zombies and shit too. I be like, damn, man, this is like this fentanyl and all this shit going on. This is crazy, man. This government, man, they did a wonderful job at screwing and messing over the people, man. They really did, and
yeah. Reagan, a lot of these people home, they're supposed to be in mental hospitals, but we don't have them.
Yeah, Reagan shut down those programs in the 80s, yep. And even those after school programs, all types of stuff, yep. Right, exactly. And it's just like, what was the point of that? Just to pray to for on your end to save a little bit of money, I guess. So I don't know, that's some bullshit, or just to allocate that money somewhere else,
Well, it's part of destabilizing society and desensitizing us. If we a lot of these people, if they would have been in hospitals, we wouldn't be seeing needles all over the streets and feces, human feces on the bus stop bench. And a lot of this stuff we see, we just like, damn, that's crazy, shake our head and go on our way to work. But it's all the process of dehumanizing and desensitizing us. So when more extreme things happen, they won't seem as extreme.
Right.
As if you, versus if you didn't grow up or live your life seeing that stuff every day.
That's true.
So it's all a part of dehumanization and desensitizing us. So
And we falling right into it. We falling right into it. We don't see it. You know, we let shows like Love and Hip Hop and shows like that really cloud our judgment, man, into making us think like it really is okay to act like that. You know, to really be, you know, act foolish and really do weird, bizarre kind of, you know, ways to be caught up in, man. It's just, I noticed that. I really noticed that. You know what I'm saying? I noticed it. And it's just like,
anything for $1. Anything for $1. Be a court gesture. You know, wear a skirt, do anything.
Yeah, the Westbrook did. Remember, yeah, that's another thing that happened this year. Westbrook wore a skirt, and what's the dude's name? Kid Cudi wore one on stage, and I mean, these people, and they're not doing it to no other group of men, though. I mean, that's the thing. And then, you know, even before all these with these singers and these rappers and stuff like that, they was doing it to making sure that Martin Lawrence and a lot of these actors and stuff like that wear dresses and skirts and stuff like that, man. And you went back to all the way to the 70s days with Flip Wilson when he did it. So it's, and I mean, I guess we don't really see, you know, even Eddie Murphy did it, man. Whereas, you know, with the clumps and the and Norbit. So damn.
Even Dave Chappelle did it.
Right, I feel you in that. What's that? What was it? The Hot Shot. Oh no, not Hot Shot. What's it? Men in Tights, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yep. Damn, dude. Right.
Yeah,
You hit right.
Yeah, it's a double. Like I said, their communities, they're in a patriarchy. So, and then, like I said, the two most important groups in the capitalistic society or white supremacist society is the underclass and the upper class. The buffer classes is just tools used by the upper class, but they're easily replaceable. Like one term they may be caping and for importing Afghan refugees, and you know they got a lot of Hispanics in cages, but next term they may make sanctuary, like they're interchangeable. Their job is to be the buffer class, but we had to jump through all these hoops to get paid our actresses and actors and all that because we can't have a functional community or family as the underclass. It has to stay dysfunctional and backwards. And now it's been going on so long that now the backwards is seen as the norm and the opposite is seen as weird or odd.
I know.
That's how far gone this shit is.
And you ain't bullshitting. It does seem odd and weird, don't it? And this is, I mean, that's us too, man. And you know, just like you said earlier, man, the women would say that they're the women, the mom and dad, and just craziness, man. And it's you just really think like, and you know, you got your black women talking about independence, and it's just like, I mean, honestly, independence, that means you're by yourself. I mean, when they say that, it's just like, you know what you're saying?
I mean, I was not on some serious shit. Not that I thought I would change their minds, because their minds is owned by society anyway. Because everything they say is like pre-cut, prefabricated sayings and phrases and insults. There's nothing really original. But yeah, I was going back and forth with some females on IG, just saying like we're all interdependent. If you live in mainstream modern society, you're interdependent unless you're completely off the grid. That's all I was saying, and they went off on, oh, you know, wow, it seems like you got little dick energy, or you think women can't be independent, or all the little cookie cutter insults. I'm like, wow. So I said, okay, we'll see how independent you are when the next hurricane or solar flare happens.
Exactly.
But I was just saying, we all interdependent unless you made the shoes on your feet or in the furniture in the house, and they don't get that. They just say shit that other people said.
Yeah.
They think they're clever for saying it, but they're really just being followers.
Damn, dude.
Slope to say you're independent. Because you would have to be responsible for every resource. That's like me saying I'm independent from Interscope, but I'm still using them to shoot my videos and deliver my food, and I'm still using a studio. Like I'm independent. I'm an independent artist, but I still need resources from Interscope. I'm not independent then.
I know. That's true. That's true.
If you're not growing your own food, that you don't know how to slaughter your own chickens, if you buying stuff at the grocery store, you're not independent, you're interdependent. If they have a food shortage, you would be affected. Why? Because you're not independent. You're dependent on that grocery store for the majority of your food.
Right.
That's what I was saying. But, of course, it went to the personal insults and the cussing outs because they're emotional, but they think they're logical. They didn't see that you hate women and all that typical stuff. They couldn't say anything too logical.
Yeah, like what does that got to do with hating? And then what is it? Why would you equate me hating women by me saying that everybody's, what I'm saying, everybody's independent? Like has an and I don't know, man. It's just they're not even trying. I mean, I know a lot of times all that emotions is hard to be logical, but they're not even trying to. I mean, damn, dude. I know they only use a certain side of their brain, dude, but it has to be to the point where we got to cut the combatinveness out, man, and just the the rebelliousness. Like they rebel against us, man. It's just like, how am I supposed to be the man? You know what I'm saying? And you're rebelling against me. And then the thing is, you want me to be you want me to lead when you feel like you want me to lead. Don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna lead regardless. You know what I'm saying? And see, a lot of times you're not gonna like when I lead or what I do or when I say. So you see, and that doesn't work like that. We as people, we different people, we're different sexes. We're not gonna like everything that we don't do or the other person does or doesn't do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's not leadership. They just want you to be the proverbial or convenient bulletproof vest or bodyguard. And then when that's done, you get a little pat on the head, and then they can go back to being dysfunctional and being pseudo men until they get into the next altercation that they can't handle, and then you're supposed to just jump out of nowhere and protect them. You can't protect nothing or no one that you can't give direction to. That's like if you was the president and you got to be protected by the Secret Service, because of course being a president, a lot of people want to kill you, but instead of listening to the Secret Service, you just arguing with them all day. Like, nah, I don't want to ride in the bulletproof portion of the limo. I'm going to ride up here. You can't control me. You can't tell me what to do. Then when I get shot up, oh, why weren't you protecting me? Well, you wasn't listening to the Secret Service.
Right.
I was trying to tell you where to sit and how to sit so people wouldn't ideas and shoot at the, now you done got the whole limo shot up and you got shot up because you wasn't in the place where I told you to sit.
Right. It makes a lot of sense. And there's consequences for not listening, right? There's consequences for not following some kind of lead, and there's consequences to every, certain things like this. And they need to realize that, man. But the thing is,
they want to be men. They want to be strong and independent, but at the same time, when things go wrong, is we're women and we're the most unprotected. It's cognitive dissonance. So
big time. You
can't have it. They want to have it both ways. When that's not how life works. So I don't even really care at this point. It's kind of like, and then the thing, one of the females that was going back and forth with me was like, "Oh, you a low budget nigga? How many carats do your girl got on her finger?" So that's why I was talking about materialism. She didn't ask how much land do we got, or this or that. It's about how much of a worthless, overpriced, inflated, so-called precious stone that the De Beer families run up the value of. How many carats of that did you buy for your girl to have wear on her finger?
Straight
And I just stopped responding after a certain point because I do it sometimes just to. I know I ain't gonna get through, but it's just like, man, let me check this motherfucker because they so used to being in their echo chamber and everybody agreeing with them and kissing their ass. So, but after I stopped responding, after she asked that dumb question, she was like, "Where'd you go, black neck?" And there's a black woman. But if a black man said that, oh, you're a colorist.
You're a colorist. I know. Damn. So, that's what. Wait, why? No, colorists only work just like when you say stuff about the weight, all that. That only works for you're fat shaming stuff like that. That only works for the women, dude. You know what I'm saying? When it comes out of the men, you can't fat shame a man. I noticed that you can't fat shame a so-called black man, and you can't only a black man can be colorist, but a black woman can't be colorist towards a black man. It's just bullshit. These people make these terms up towards us. So that's what that.
But those double standards just prove what I'm saying, that they don't really want to be equal or have the equal treatment. Right. Like that Nora Vincent video we played the other day or the other week or whatever. Right. The white feminist said she would never want to be a man again after she thought it was easier or whatever, but it ain't. They know that it's different. That's why it's a double standard. If they didn't, they'd be like, you know what? We're equal. Why can't I? Why is it that when I turn 18, I don't have to sign up for the draft?
Right.
Or get arrested? I want to. When have you ever seen these women rally for signing up for the draft?
I know. We're so equal. We so equal, right? It's only they want to push that when they want certain things that they want to benefit from.
Exactly.
Off of that. Damn.
So, it's funny to me, bro. Like, and then you get called dumb, and she called me low budget and black neck, but she was darker than me. And my girl is darker than her. So it's just funny how, like you were saying, double standards. They can say shit like that all day, and nobody gives a fuck about a black man. So it's just like, oh, it's just another day. Right. Whistle in the air. But if you say something about, oh, you canceled, this all over the media. Just like with the Chad Wheeler thing, black women wasn't trying to cancel him. That football player. Remember the broad? Yeah, he was like, he walked in the room, was like, oh, I thought you were dead.
He must have whooped her motherfucking ass saying something like that. And that's what he want. That's what his intention was.
He did. But the thing is, we know it's double standards, bro. But they just play dumb. And the thing is, it's hard to trust somebody who's been treasonous to you after that period of treason. So, like I said, man, like minds gotta link up, be verified that they solid, and then do their thing, man. Just like all these fuck boys and fuck girls and bitch niggas and weirdos are doing their thing. We gotta galvanize and do our thing. We can't wait on these weirdos to wake up or come around. Fuck that. We'll be waiting till we dead.
That's true.
Just like everybody else is doing their thing.
And speaking of that, look at these celebrities, man. These celebrities is really trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing to celebrate, keyword celebrity, when these celebrities celebrate. Ain't nothing to celebrate about these people, man. These people are just, basically agents, man. And, they just in there just to fit that certain agenda. Like back in the day, a while back when, Puffy had that Rock the Vote and, Vote or Die and all this. And see, just propaganda, man, that these people push on us. It's like, how much did you really get paid talking about some vote or die and some pictures of propaganda. Like, you see what I'm saying? Just like Maxine Waters said in the clip right here. Oh, it's just like slavery, and it's just, I mean, enough is enough, man. But see, the thing is, they know that there's a large so-called base of us that actually believe the bullshit, man, and actually feed into it, man. And I mean, sad to say, it ain't just it's not even just baby boomers, man. Some of it's younger people too. Some of these people just, but see, that's the thing. We think tradition is supposed to be a good thing, but we think tradition is supposed to be, the tradition into that Judeo-Christian type. You see what I'm saying? That whole American type lifestyle. And that's man. That's not it. Just because the pastor's pushing that don't mean that that's it, man. That 501c3 is nice. It comes nice and comes in nice and handy that time of year or stuff for that dude, because he tells us to push that bullshit. You see what I'm saying? He pushes that bullshit on us. You see what I'm saying? He makes it to where if your job is pushing some mandates, or your job is tripping or something like that, or wants to feed a quota or some mandates or something like that, man. If you try to get exemption forms and stuff like that, man, some of these, these pastors or preachers supposed to be a pastor or preacher, and they knew you since you was knee high and stuff like that, but they're not going to give you write out no exemption form for you, man. And so that just goes to show who this person is working for, man. And your union reps and stuff like that pushing all this stuff on you, man. And your union's supposed to be working for you, man. And they pushing all this stuff. That goes to show who they're working for, man. I put that on Facebook one time. I only got like 2 likes from people. See, people don't get it, man. That's real. That just goes to show who you're working for, man. You're supposed to be my union rep. You're supposed to be putting in work for me and making sure I have job security. But I mean, when all this stuff is said and done, it just lets you know who's feeling what for what agenda. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And if our people wouldn't, or people who look like us wasn't chasing social acceptance so much and validation and likes and all that type of thing, they're searching for inner validation and all that, they wouldn't be blindly following these pastors and preachers and shit like they are.
True.
So you get what you put in. If you don't put in any critical thinking, you're just gonna be a sheep. It's kind of simple. So a lot of these motherfuckers is still paying Creflo Dollar after he said if he could, he would put non-tithers in strap chairs like the Nazis did the Jews and have them shot up with Uzis for not tithing to his church.
And then people still love him.
He still got money coming in, millions of dollars. So what does that say, man? It's not even more so a politician thing. See, the politicians and the public figures and their character, that's just a reflection of the society's character and the people in society. Because if the people in society didn't entertain and elevate and idolize them, they wouldn't be public figures or politicians for so long.
Right.
So
your Maxine Waters and your your Maxine Waters and your who else? Your Jim Clyburn. He's been in it since '92, and I guess he got elected to that position in '92. And and your Nancy Pelosi, even though she don't look like me and you, but we already know she got mob ties to the Italian mafia. So these people, I agree. I feel you, man. And see, that's the thing too, man. And we're not really on it, man. We just still has that indoctrination embedded in us just to vote blue. Just like they had some shit I think they had some shit this year too, called vote blue no matter who or something. Have you heard of some bullshit like that?
Nah.
These Democrats is really pushing some bullshit. Vote blue no matter who. It's just like, it just says a lot, man. And they really push that oh man, he's the Trump is the big bad boogeyman. We really need to get him out of there. Even though Trump did put us in the FEMA and he did push that warp speed on us. But I mean, I think he was a better pick than this guy. I mean, and it's funny too, because I mean, this guy is obviously no good pick, and then they still really, the media is really just I mean, they got this dude's back like the motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, like the Allstate man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, fuck, man, it's wild. I mean, but that lets you know that the media is a branch of the government for sure. And these people definitely carry out the agenda too. Look at all these crisis actors and all this type of stuff that the news helps out with the CIA to put these events together too, though. That's another thing too. You know.
Yeah, they all on code, man, against us and against critical thinking and free speech. Now the corporations like YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram, they all tightening their grips.
Yep.
This year, it's been a major thing. Last year, it just started where they'll scan the text in your post to see if it says COVID or vaccine and put notices under it.
Right.
How everything is politicized and is restricted.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And see, that's the thing too. That's just the whole point, is to really just, man, keep that control, man. And I mean, and see that, they talk about, government be tracking and watching people. So the government been doing it ever since they made this smartphone like this, man. It's not nothing new. It's just a more significant way to do it, and an easier and a significant way to do it, man. And you know what I'm saying? And we give these people too much credit. What you gonna say?
They've been doing that since weather balloons.
Man, yep, that's true. Damn. Spying on motherfuckers, that's true. And these chemtrail shit, that chemtrails, that's a new form right there too, man. But now we could actually throw this shit out this plane. We could spy on motherfuckers, throw this shit out this plane. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's endless, man. And we just really don't open our minds, man. But we open our minds to the bullshit, the gossip, the entertainment. We got to start. I mean, like I said, man, I was watching some shit the other day, man. You know what I'm saying? It was entertainment, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, there's a time and a place, man. And for us to really be at the bottom, we really comfortable. For us to be at the bottom, we're really comfortable, man.
Like entertainment, but the thing is, it's just priorities, bro. Like,
right.
You eat your fruits and you eat your veggies, your meat, your staples. You let that digest, and if everything's cool, your stomach ain't upset, then you get your dessert. We just eat dessert. We skipping the fruits and the veggies, man.
Right. Damn.
Nobody ever said you can't never eat your dessert, your ice cream, or your little cake or whatever. But all we doing is just eating cake, just waking up, eating cake, taking a nap, get up, eat some ice cream, take another nap, and eat some other dessert. So that's when it becomes unhealthy and unbalanced.
That's true. That's mad true.
So,
that's true, man. And you're right, man. And we, no comp. You know what I'm saying? No nutrition or nothing really. No, that's just like, what I'm saying, eating your processed food 24/7, man. You're not gonna get no nutritional aspects from it, man. And you're right, though. You're right. We going straight to dessert, man, and that's the thing too. Anyway, I mean, and you're right, though. There's a time and a place, but there has to be a balance, man. And just like, they took off Cosby Show, bam, took that show off the air, and it's funny how they quitted the dude and still have the show still off the air. And most of these, you would think BET, you would think these platforms, even though it's not black owned, but you would think that they would just went out their way to just say that they would restart airing the episodes back on there. But that lets you shows and lets you know a lot. But they went and hurry up and took that show off. And see, the thing is, it's not. I don't think it was just because Bill Cosby, to be honest with you, why they took the show off and all that political stuff. I think it was too because they know that that's a part of a big balance that show and shows us in a certain kind of light, man, and it balances that light that people see us in and shit. You see what I'm saying? And they know it, man. And now you just got Love and Hip Hop, and you have no Reading Rainbow, or you ain't got no Cosby Show, or you see what I'm saying? You ain't got no shows that show a balance and stuff like that, man. And that really kills it. I think it really does, man. It really, it messes us up, man. And it messes up the light that we're put in, man. And, because it's other people, not even just the man that's putting us in these lights, man. These people, these so-called black actors and these entertainers, they don't got to take these roles. They ain't got to, you see, that's the thing too. They be giving these, they want to give themselves these excuses. Oh man, this and that, or there's not this money, this and that, or there's not that much this and there's not that much work. Shit, well then don't take it. You see what I'm saying? Don't take that, take the bullshit that they're giving you. You want to talk about they giving you stereotypical or they being stereotypical or this and that, don't do it. But see, that just goes to show that you don't have no integrity. There's no integrity, man.
They're taking oh, that's just excuses.
Right.
And a lot of these celebrities, they money, people look up the net worth like, oh, you worth this. Why can't you do that? Well, a lot of that money isn't even theirs. They're in debt. They still slaves and shit.
Right.
That's why they do roles they don't want to do, because they owe. And they know they better pay up with it in whatever way they can. So, yeah, it's no balance. And it's funny how they act like it's a moral reason why Cosby ain't on or whatever, when they got a whole rapist and setup artist all over the media, Cardi B. She could brag about setting men up, having trannies do things to the men while they was drugged up, and she didn't get prosecuted, canceled, jailed, nothing. So it's obviously not about no damn morals.
Right. That's true. It ain't about no damn morals. You're right. It's not about no damn morals, man. And you, you got her out. You got Megan Thee Stallion and stuff pushing abortions, and you got, I mean, it's crazy, man. You got the destruction on all ends. You got the black women pushing, black rapper women pushing abortions, and you got some of these fake thug rappers, man. These dudes, man, pushing the shooting and the violence and the killing amongst each other. I just don't understand. Especially when you get a certain age, you should already, you should already know better, man, and should already know that that's a bunch of bullshit anyway. And that's not the type of look that you want, man, as a certain age. Me being almost 40 and shit myself and shit, there's a certain, I can't be one to be taken seriously, and it comes out a certain type of aspect. And then, in the other type of aspect, I'm showing a different type of, look, man. It's just that wouldn't make no sense. And that just goes to show that I'm a hypocrite, man. You don't want no hypocrite. You don't want to be listening to some hypocritical ass cat, man. And yeah, we just don't make no sense, man. It's like you would think, the cats that talk about that, they want the crime and stuff like that to stop. You would think that they're just saying that shit, you know what I'm saying? Because it sounds cool to the righteous people, or it sounds cool to, you see what I'm saying, the actual thinking people. But I mean, I'm all about the action. Excuse me, about the actions. I'm all about the actions, man. And as you get older, man, you should wisen up, man.
That's facts. It's funny. While you were saying that, I just got on Instagram. How you can see who's following who. I just went to Cardi B page, and it said 42 people that I follow or whatever is following that bitch. So it's just funny because a lot of people on my list is like conscious, Black Power, and all this type of shit. Like, why are you following that hoe? That just shows how little people care about black men. Because if that was a celebrity of that stature who bragged about drugging black women and having them get sexually assaulted while they were drugged and all that shit, they would all them people would unfollow that person by now.
Oh yeah, if that was a man, oh shit. So you can't, that backlash, everything, it just be too much. You know what I'm saying? And see, the thing is, man, the bashing is okay with the men, man. And the thing is, it's cool with the men, man. It's all right, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially with us, man, because you see what I'm saying? That it's Ricky Lake been doing it. You had your Oprah that's been doing it. The Color Purple was the most horrible movie I've ever seen in my life, by the way. And that movie in Precious was really horrible and shit. It was bullshit. It was a lot of perpetuating that they was pushing. It was just a bunch of stupid foolishness. And a lot of people, those are a lot of people's favorite movie. Well, I don't know about Precious, but Color Purple was a lot of so-called black people's favorite movie too. You see what I'm saying? And it just showed us in the front. And it's just like, I mean, we can't talk about other groups stereotyping us and don't like us when we perpetuate the same kind of stereotypes that other groups perpetuate on us to each other. You see what I'm saying? That doesn't make no sense.
Yeah, and I'm focused on us. I don't give a fuck if another group like me.
You ain't lying.
I know the greatness of my history at the same time.
Right.
And these other groups and these dumbass, brain dead ass Negroes, they don't know it, but I know it. So as long as I know it, it's like, okay, well, nobody can break that or influence that. And I'm not chasing validation from these other groups like a lot of these Negroes are. So, I don't give a damn about what they to be honest, because I break them down too. Like, there's been a lot of these little racist Mexicans in the comments and shit like this dumbass little Mexican motherfucker and the Whack 100 shit, because I've been commenting on YouTube and shit. He tried to say, oh, brown people were fighting for desegregation and basically everything that goes with that. He probably was saying like civil rights, human rights, being revolutionaries. Oh, brown people were doing that before black. Look up Westminster versus Mendez. That's the case in California where a special needs Mexican kid couldn't go to school in Westminster. It was segregation, not on the law books, but just that they were doing that in Cali.
Mm-hmm.
So he left out the fact that it was black men, Robert Smith and Thurgood Marshall of the NAACP, who took that case on and fought against California and won that case, and formed Thurgood Marshall's assistant formed the winning arguments to prove his point and win that case. So they just so fucking, they hate us so much that they try to rewrite history. And then, what's funny, of course, he didn't bring up the fact that black men and a black organization helped that Mexican family until I brought it up. He tried to frame it like, oh, well, Mendez and all them, because that case hit the books before Brown versus Board in 55, because that happened before. That in his brain, that meant, oh, brown people were fighting against desegregation before black people. We were doing this before y'all. They always try to one up us. But the thing is, it was black men who've been in that organization for decades, fighting against the government racial discrimination for decades before that case even happened. So I asked him a logical question. I said, okay, so you're saying Thurgood Marshall and his assistant just started their activism the same year that they filed that case or took on that case? You're saying they haven't been doing decades of work before that happened in 1946? And he didn't. And he just responded like, yeah, I know Thurgood Marshall, and they did a lot for that case, and they took it on, but do you think they would have did it for free? And then they just started going to a whole nother place.
Right.
Like, you dumb motherfucker. Nobody said they did it for free. So you wanted them to work like slaves or something? You didn't want them to be paid for their. The fuck does that mean? So it went from brown people were doing this before black people, when we have a rich history of always bucking the system, whether it be the Geechee Goolahs, the Seminoles, whatever, to now, oh, well, yeah, I know Thurgood Marshall did this, and that, but it's not like he did it without getting paid and all. What is that supposed to mean? They were eager to take on his help.
Right. Or you know what they'll say? They were like, all right, argument to argue about it. They'll be like, well, man, you know what I'm saying? Y'all used to do this and that. Y'all used to beat us up, and y'all used to do this and that and this and that. It's just like, but it's just like, my thing is, if it was so wrong, and when y'all have the numbers and y'all do it to us, then it's not wrong when y'all do it. You feel me? It's like,
that's one-sided
okay.
Anyway. If we said something like that, they would say that was the past, get over it. But when they say we're supposed to empathize and be like, yeah, that's true.
Right.
And then it wasn't happening only one way. They try to make it seem like when it's something that we did, like that's all that was happening. And they never were the aggressor in anything.
Yeah, just like that. What's the name? That Corman thing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was some bullshit and shit, but that was some little ass niggas that did that shit, man. They make it seem like they swear, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all motherfuckers make it seem like fucking, you know what I'm saying? 4-year-old cats are doing that shit. Like, nigga, little kids do shit like that. And they're like, I'm not condoning it, but like, come on, dude. Like, what about the firebombing and shit? They ain't gonna talk about that though. You know what I'm saying?
Mexican channels do one video on it. And I talked to I put that up in the comments one time, and they tried to justify like, oh, one of them people in the playoffs that was firebomb, he was in the gang or he was associated with this.
Oh shit. Damn, that was what the hell happened. But he ain't lying though. Word, that's the internet, huh? Was that my shit?
Nah, I tapped leave on accident.
Okay, what were you saying? No, you was breaking it down though. There
Oh
was some
yeah,
elbows in the gang and shit.
yeah. There's always a justification for the shit they do. They can't never say, "Yeah, you right. That was some racist shit."
I
It's
know
all,
they never want to say. That's weird to me, man. That says that they don't have no empathy or no sympathy, though.
They don't.
Yes, I can't try. I gotta look at people like that weird and shit, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like,
It's funny, bro, because it's like you're being racist while trying to say that I'm racist, and then you're the same shit you're trying to cry about and say you would say that I'm crying and stop playing the victim. Like they try to say that they were literally all victims, and that's why they formed that mentality. But if we tried to say this happened back in the day and this is why it's like this now, it'd be like, oh, the past has nothing to do with the present and stop. You know, the little typical. So it's just funny how they can say that and all the black people, all the so-called black men are rally behind them like, yeah, niggas don't deserve 40 acres and a mule. You was never a slave. All that type of shit I heard old boy saying, and it's just like, man, you niggas is weirdos.
yeah, and then, you know, they want to talk about the WAC 100 thing, but you don't really see a lot of them in the comments. When like Draco and these cats, these rappers end up keep dying and shit. You don't really see them. Like, I don't know, you don't see the same energy and shit. It's like, damn, you know what I mean? It's just like
they matter over that, but they love the music. He was saying, oh, they support our music more than us. Yeah, that's because the music is rapping about killing niggas, and they like they.
damn, but we gotta start realizing that, man.
We was rapping about I slide on a beaner or a wetback. It wouldn't be nothing like they wouldn't be buying that shit. They'd be like, oh, you disrespected my hente.
Right.
They try to act like it just means, oh, bro, or whatever. But if we get pulled over, it's one Mexican, one me, one white boy. It's only gonna be one nigga to the cops.
That's true.
Everybody knows that, but they just play dumb. But the thing is, the music is all about killing the nigga, fucking the nigga bitch, and fuck that nigga. So you gotta think, and they head, they hearing fuck that nigga, not fuck that homie or that essay or whatever.
Right.
Even though everybody nowadays play dumb and act like, oh, I don't know what nigga really means, or I don't associate it with a color. It just means, bro, like, get the fuck out of here. When shit gets heated, it's fuck niggers, fuck you niggers. So
that's true. When shit get the fan, you're right.
Yeah, when they listening to them tracks, you think they ain't thinking like that? Like, okay. Like, if I switched every nigga word with wetback, you think they wouldn't have a different aspect on
That's true. That's true.
So,
you know, and then you know, but they still talking about that WAC 100 thing. I noticed that, man. They still like, I peeped that. That was a big thing. And it's just like, it almost seems like it's the next thing to talk. Like, motherfuckers develop the next thing to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
You know, when it's a payday for them. Cause what was buzzing over that way before the WAC 100 said that? Like, what was going viral on their channel that we was going over to their channel to watch?
That's true.
What was they even talking about? Like, so they gonna keep running to the ground and going back on Clubhouse to argue with him to get more material, because that's a check for them. That's a YouTube check.
Well, and that
that's
drama
free
sells.
clout.
The drama sells. It sells, you know, that drama sells. That drama sells. It's a big deal. You know, when you get the even from the Civil War Cynthia G stuff onto that, you know, that negativity is a good thing, man. You can't talk about the truth and certain things on here, man. But you can talk that negativity stuff all day, and you know, this is motherfuckers a bum motherfucker this and the nigga this, and I'm gonna shoot you that, and you know, I'm gonna slap you this and this, you know, this broad, and I'm gonna cheat on this nigga that, you know. That's all good because that's referring to ourselves, you know. And if we don't see by now that the people that are not censoring that, but censoring other things, they're not a part of it. If we don't see that they're not a part of it now, I don't know when we will, you know.
Well, we do. So I'm not a part of anybody else that don't.
Right.
But yeah, it's just funny, man.
You ain't lying.
You can say anything you want. negative as long as it ends with nigga. And that's all good, but they act like the prison is, oh, that's the prison, this the street. It's different. Like they don't, so they ain't even keeping it real. They acting like there's no racial animosity or hatred towards us, unjustified many times.
Right. Oh shit, I know. That you know, you ain't lying, man. You ain't lying, dude.
In politics, no, that mentality was brought to prison in the 60s and the 70s or whatever. There's been a anti-black slant in the Mexican community for centuries.
Right. And these Arabs, all these people, man, you know, that's true. Oh, you ain't lying. Yeah, period. You know what I'm saying?
But they don't want to. They're just mad at Whack 100. Like he just said, they acting like he invented this conflict or the division or something. It's just weird to me. It's bizarre. Well, I used to thought Mexicans was always making nigger jokes and they couldn't keep niggas out their mouth.
No. Just like they, you know, he even said, I got beef with the rival projects and, they Mexican and stuff like, they're Latin and stuff. So where I come from, which is he's right, where you come from, them two P's cats they be dissing. I mean, beef with those Paca cats or whatever they call or whatever. So that's a big beef right there too. So I see where, I mean, we can't act like, Wack didn't have a good point, man. We can't act like, you see what I'm saying? Where he comes from and he don't come from, it's all peaches and creams with cats. It's not like that. And I see what he was talking about. He was just like, Northsiders, I'm cool. We can do whatever. I mean, we got to cut it out, man. He didn't say all nothing, He didn't say, that's why I'm saying. Damn. Sorry about that. He didn't say all nothing. The hell?
Echoing?
No, it's just echoing like a mug. But he didn't say all of them, So I don't get it. He just said, certain ones. I mean, everybody else could refer to us as certain ones or certain things, whatever, and it's different, man. So I don't know, man. I really don't know, man. And for this new year forward, man, we got to really just, economics has to be key, man. See, you notice, you look at YouTubers and stuff. You look at their pages and look at, the content of something that they throw out. Excuse me, and then the amount of views. You see the entertainment is the foolery ones. They get views, right? In certain cases, but you go to like Claude Anderson and his channel, stuff like that, man. That dude has, he won't even have that much views and stuff like that. But see, he's talking truth to power, man. When these cats really be talking truth to power, and they be really bringing solutions to the table, man, they get a little bit of views because see, that's on us right there, man. That ain't on YouTube. That ain't on these platforms. Nothing like that. That's on us because we're not, tuning into stuff like that, man. We're tuning in to this next versus battle where these cats get into a fight or, where we're tuning into, the drama here, or, you know what I'm saying? The BS there, or, this instant where, this motherfucker this person, or, this person just really recently got shot over a female, man. I mean, damn, dude. I mean, do we really want, a lot of us, man? You know what I'm saying? Do we really want the knowledge, man? That's the thing, man. Do we really want better for ourselves and our people? That's the question, man. I just think people be faking the funk and be saying that, you know what I'm saying, and be pushing that kind of stigma, man. But I don't know, I really don't know. Like, are people just bullshitting and trying to make it seem like that's what they want,
Hell no, we don't want that, man.
Right.
We just want 3 hots in the cot. Be happy being on the moon for the most part. So, like I said, man, fuck them, bro. Fuck the 2/3 and all that, bro. That's how I feel. Like, if you ain't on the same page you're trying to get, you ain't even trying to make an effort, then, fuck you. That's how I feel. Like, you just dead weight. At this point, we ain't got no time to hold hands for grown ass people.
I mean, lying.
Youngsters and all that shit, and the kids, of course, we could take our time with them and, but old ass adults and motherfuckers who know what's going on but just don't want to put in that effort to change. They just still want to be the problem and not the solution. And like, to be honest, bro, we should be harsher. We should be much harsher as righteous black men. Like, a lot of this shit that's going on now and how we treat it with the lack of respect, like that would be like punishable by death in a lot of other communities.
And you see why other communities are their hearts and they got it on lock when it comes down to their women, man. They got that structure, man.
Yeah, and just they people in general, like they know if they do anything to us 9 times out of 10, it ain't no consequence. Because we still try to be righteous and play by the rules when the rules is rigged against us. They know they could just go to the cops or the one time and just weaponize them against us. So,
like they do. You know what I'm saying? Like they do, man. And you're right. You know what I'm saying? And you're so right. And that's the main thing they do. Weaponize, especially sometimes even these so-called women, man, that you deal with would even do stuff like that, man, and trying to get you caught up by the you know what I'm saying, the ones and stuff like that, man. And that right there shows you a lot too, and who values whose life and stuff like that.
They want to see you dead too. Like I had family members do that.
Yeah, me too.
Get illegally evicted, and then they talking about they gonna call the police, but they just broke the law on you. So yeah, bro. And then they wanna text you like, we celebrating Kwanzaa. If you're in LA, could you come and we could celebrate this and all this weird shit. Motherfuckers is bro.
Yeah, there's no genuineness, man, and no, sincerity, man, when it comes down to us either, man. And it's especially our families, man. The family structure is really bad, man. And you ain't lying, man. And no sitting around the table and talking and stuff no more. And you know what I'm saying, really holding each other down and visiting each other, man, and embracing each other and helping each other out unconditionally, man. We really conditional when it comes down to. It's always, you know what I'm saying, you need to do something for me, and you know what I'm saying, and if I decide to do so, come back on the back end, I'll do something for you type. That's crazy. That's that right there. That's not no real respect, not no real loyalty or nothing like that towards, you know what I'm saying, your sibling, man, at all.
Yeah, it's all a transaction. Bro.
But it's like that with these relationships too. You know what I'm saying? You get to dating and be like that now too, man. It's just us, period, man. It's just like, damn, man. Females, you did Courtney, you talking about female, man, she asking you what kind of car you drive and crazy stuff like that, man. It's just like, damn, man. Like,
there's no empathy. See, the problem is us because the world could treat us any kind of way, but if we ain't treating each other like that on the us level, then it wouldn't be so bad.
Right.
So the thing is, your woman, your family, your community, that's supposed to be your insulation, your shield, your covering, your protection from the world when you come back from grinding in the world.
Right.
We don't have that anymore. We treat each other the same way the world treats us. So we don't have that insulation or that, that covering or that protection or that, that whoo moment when you walk in the door. It's like it's just more of the same for most of us. So we don't understand. Like it's like since we integrated and we think we could catch up if we work hard enough with this huge ass wealth gap that was created by slavery and exploitation, which would never happen without reparations. So a lot of us size each other up as if we haven't just went through centuries of exploitation and financial castration.
Right.
So we don't have empathy for each other anymore. We don't have that. It's just we in the instant gratification generation now. So if you ain't got it, if you ain't got what I want, how I want it, if you don't look exactly how, then on to the next. And they think that's the way until they 50, 60 years old with regrets coming on YouTube, being like, I wish I would have done it like this or done it like that. But like I said, we need one solid generation to do the shit right, or at least 73/4 right, instead of just being stubborn and crashing out and doing what you want until you old, and then you got just regrets, and now you're at the end of the road. You just forced to look back at all the wrecked vehicles, and all the wrecks that you just had on this path you chose to pave and shit. So a lot of us wake up when it's too late, or it's cramming and shit. Like, you got a paper you gotta write and you wait till the last night to start on it. So
right, that shit ain't gonna come out as good as you took time. It ain't gonna come out as good as if you took more time.
Yeah.
More
we
planning.
Want to bullshit, man. Always something out there that's better waiting for us. We think we consume too much media. Black women is a demographic that watch the most TV in this country. We consuming too much of the enemy shit, and then we internalize that and we project it onto the world. But we so full of pride that we won't even acknowledge it. We lie to ourselves and be like, oh, everything I'm thinking is my original thoughts or unique thoughts, when we won't be able, we too prideful to say, well, shit, I was influenced by this show or that show, and now that's why I want this item. Now is what, that's why I want my partner to look like this or whatever. So I don't know. It's just a lot of bullshit, bro.
You ain't lying. The motherfucker has to have the latest. That's when these females want to mess with a dude that has the latest Gucci, or what I'm saying, the latest chain, or the latest foreign, or just like
yeah.
Same with this, these dudes want to mess with the female that has, what I'm saying, that looks a certain way, or that has that Carly B type, what I'm saying, type swag, Megan Thee Stallion type swag. You see what I'm saying? It's
which ain't really sexy to me.
Nah. All that makeup, and then all this makeup and stuff with these women. Our women shouldn't be wearing makeup like that. Our women shouldn't be, what I'm saying? That's my thing. At all.
And then the thing, all those chemicals, they know what they're doing. They know who consumes these products. So imagine what chemicals they're putting in the synthetic hair and this makeup. Carcinogens and all that type of stuff. And then a lot of people don't even know, a lot of the hair that's worn, these women give it to these merchants or these so-called priests or preachers in India for free, monetarily for free, because they're sacrificing that to their goddess Shiva. It's so they shave their head. So wearing that hair has spiritual implications, because it was given to their goddess to get riches in the afterlife and in the present life. And a lot of them don't even know their hair is going overseas and being sold for $300, $400, $500, $600.
Right. I know.
Yeah, so wearing that shit has spiritual implications.
You ain't lying. And they don't see it. You know what I'm saying? That be motherfucking spirits and soul up in that motherfucker. That's why some of these women be acting like that, man. And they be acting, you know what I'm saying, catty and these attitudes, and man.
Remember that video of that so-called mother that was using her baby as an umbrella so she wouldn't get her hair wet?
Oh yeah, huh? I forgot about that. Yo, I forgot about that, man. Oh shit. See, motherfuckers don't talk about that type of shit. They shut that down real quick. Motherfuckers talk about that for like a week, and when it comes out of a woman, they don't talk about that for long. Now, if that had been a black man or something like that, oh man. Whew.
Yeah, like that black man who beat up his white spouse, they still talking about that.
Man,
Black One Under can't even say he ain't doing business with no Serranos who united with the Nazi lowriders and the Aryan Brotherhood without they still talking about that.
I know. I know.
The Mexicans, that just shows how much we the Jews and how much controversy and attention we get. And they jealous of that. Like the dude who was trying to say, oh, we've been freedom fighting longer than y'all. Look at Mendez versus Westminster, even though it was black men, lawyers, and NAACP people who took that case. Like, we was involved in what they don't even make sense. Like, they just try so hard to exclude us and they just have an inferiority complex, it seems like.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Why would you even be thinking like that? Like, we were doing this before y'all.
Yeah, like, why I gotta be competition anyway, though? Like, what do we?
Exactly. Because nobody's thinking about them like that, and that bothers them.
Right.
But the thing is, they choose to be mad at us, but we don't control the media. And then they try to ask dumb shit. Like he asked me, well, name black culture, like, because somebody made a comment like, yeah, our culture is great and blah, blah. Then they try to ask these condescending questions like, well, name black culture. I'm talking Southern Cali specifically. I'm like, let's see, freedom fighting. You had the Black Liberation Army in Southern Cali. You had the Black Panther Party chapters in Southern Cali. Zoot Suits, Central Ave Jazz Clubs, music, sports. And I didn't even say basketball, but they just try so hard to discredit us. Like the hate is crazy. Like this fool said, James Naismith, a white man, invented basketball. So how is that black culture? I didn't even say basketball. I just said sports.
Yeah, see, I know exactly what you're talking about. Damn,
yeah, and I'm like, I said, first of all, you don't need to invent something, or somebody that looks like you doesn't need to invent something just for something to be your culture.
Right.
That doesn't even make sense because, open heart surgery was invented by a black man, and that's part of worldwide medical culture now. All medical professionals around the world, I'm pretty sure on almost every continent, there's been an open heart surgery performed. So that's a part of that culture. Just because a black man invented it doesn't mean it's restricted to black culture. Hip hop is black culture in its roots and its origins, but there's other cultures that have created their own twist on it. UK drill and Australia, all this other shit. Like what are you talking about? Niggas is weird, bro. Like what the fuck? Like, and then they be on black videos about black people. They be more Mexicans on the video than us. Next thing I know, I got like 30 Mexicans responding to me like, if you hate niggas so much, why are you here?
I know. They be on the videos. They would be like, why are you even watching this video and shit? That shit weird, man. That shit weird. Dude, you know what I'm saying? That shit don't make no sense.
No sense, bro. And you try to say basketball ain't black culture. I'm like, bro, look at the majority of people. Look at the majority of people on basketball leagues and football leagues. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, somebody was calling me. I don't know if that messed my voice up. But nah, bro. If the majority of people on basketball leagues and all the type of sports leagues in America look like us, then that means that sport has been a part of our culture. If I grew up playing basketball, that's part of my culture. Cultures, traditions, ways of life, activities that you do grow up doing and whatever. Like, what the fuck is he? This is weird, bro.
Just don't be known with it. Just be pure ignorance and or they'll be one that it's. You can tell a lot of them. And those sections they're not really intelligent. A lot of them, you know what I'm saying. A lot of them, you could comment on some streets, some bullshit, but you're not going to be able to really comment on some knowledgeable shit. You know what I'm saying? Some shit that's actual. You feel what I'm saying? That's actually has substance. That's the thing. A lot of them lack substance on those sections, man. I didn't roasted a couple of the people on there too, man. The motherfuckers are really ignorant, man. And it's just almost like they really want to, since you comment or say something to these motherfuckers, that's the thing to get at you even more, and really, oh shit, the black dog motherfucker responded, oh shit, it's just like it's like a little inferiority thing to me. I don't know.
Yeah, bro, that's what it is, and it's like you don't ever get this energy in person.
Oh no.
I'll be looking around. I'm like, I wonder if that's the person who I was talking to on YouTube sometimes. Because I'll be in Mexican restaurants and all that type of shit. I don't never get those vibes.
Right.
Last time I got openly racist vibes from them was in middle school and high school and shit.
Right. Oh yeah.
The next social code was to be racist, but just don't act racist and just deny it at all costs.
Damn.
That's the dope racism that people do.
Yep. And I mean, if you line yourself with the Nazi lowriders, man, I gotta look at that's what does that tell you? What does
they
that
don't
tell
have
you?
nothing to say about that. Why are they so mad at Whack 100? He made a comment. Well, he said some racist stuff about chiles and beans or something like that. Like they're mad at that. Why aren't they that outraged about? We need to fucking stop doing business with the Aryan Brotherhood.
Right.
They're outraged about him saying that, but it's a million comments on video. You could be watching a video of a black lady baking cookies, and there'll be a comment about fucking Mayate or whatever the fuck.
Yep.
I've never seen them come in the comments and check them.
I know. That's the thing. You don't check your own. That's the thing. You don't check your own people, dude. That's not a good look. You know what I'm saying? So don't, when it's the other way around, man, please don't try to have the same that smoke. Please don't try to have that. Please don't. Because you're gonna make yourself look stupid. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna make yourself, you're showing yourself that you're the hypocrite. You're proving the hypocrite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's just sad to see like motherfuckers talking about how do we go from Whack 100 comments to saying black folks don't deserve 40 acres and a mule? Like that shit just threw me off. Like, how does it always go to why do niggas feel like they gotta throw black folks under the bus to get back in the good graces of these other people?
You notice that?
I've never seen a Mexican say, yeah, y'all illegal immigrants ain't getting no 450,000 unless it was like a right-wing Republican.
Right. That's true. That's true. That's so true. They're not gonna talk, dude. They're not gonna go against their own like that. You ain't lying, man. You ain't bullshit. Yeah. Hell no. And there's no Candace Owens. You notice there's no Mexican Candace Owens, dude. There's no, you know what I'm saying? That lets you know, it says a lot about your people, man. There's no, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's none. And if there are, they aren't as widely known like Candace Owens or Jesse Lee Peterson or some shit like that.
That dude be getting on my nerves, man. That dude they both piss me off, man. Because it's like, now Candace Owens, when it comes down to the listening, I agree with her when it comes down to certain political things and stuff like that. She do be right when she be going in on Biden, she be right, but when she just used it as an attack dog to going on her people, she looking stupid. That looks stupid to me. Because no other group does that.
Yeah, they'll dispose of her when they feel like it.
Oh yeah, man. And see, that's why they use her and just, you notice it's her, Jesse Lee Peterson, and his Larry Elders, them three. You see what I'm saying? And but I ain't gonna lie, man. What's her name made her look stupid the other day? Donald Trump made her look kind of dumb, dude. Donald Trump she kind of was like, she didn't want to challenge him on these on this little jab, Roy Jones, Larry Holmes thing. She didn't want to challenge him on that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, damn, dude. So okay, so see, that lets you know too, that these people think whatever the white man says is golden. You know what I'm saying? That his ice is colder because it don't matter. He's on your show. You can't check him about something you don't agree with him about. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like you just gonna look. What you gonna say?
I was asking what happened.
Oh, she shit, I could play that. I forgot when I played that shit. Candace Owens was like, oh, she was talking about the jab and stuff like that, and she was just like, oh yeah, well, it's not. What did she say? She was just like, she was just like going against her, and then he was just like, oh well, it's the best thing that ever happened that we ever invented, and this and that. It's just he was just saying some crazy stuff, talking about more, under me, more people was down to take it and stuff like that, and it was just like seemed like he was just like some endorsement, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like this dude, man. And then she just was like, you know what I'm saying? Like you supposed to be like, wait, hold up. No matter, under you or him, it's still bad. Whatever. She didn't even say none of that. It's just like it says a lot about her and her integrity. But she bought and paid anyway, though, because anybody, you can't trust anybody, and they don't. You can't trust anybody that would go against their own people. I'm sorry.
Nah, and the thing is, she probably acted like you said, because, like I said about consequences, there's no real consequences for going at us.
Right. Good one, dude. That's true. You ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying. That's a good one, though. That's a good one.
She might
No consequences.
To her core fan base, she's a cool little nigger bitch.
Yep.
But if you go against my guy Trump, they ain't flying no Trump. They ain't flying no Candace Owens 2020 flag. They flying Trump 2020 flag. So if you go against, we'll drop your ass.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is so true.
Yeah, that bitch. Yeah, I don't fuck with that raccoon looking broad.
Yeah, and then you got these black conservatives. Oh, I like Candace Owens and this and that, and it's just like they be straight, like validating her, and it's like, what do you? How could you like somebody that? See, the thing is, man, and you see these white people, they be like they like her because they say the stuff that she can't, that they can't say right out in public. But at the same time, white people, they don't respect their race traders. So they respect your race trader, but not theirs. You see what I'm saying? You see how that works?
That's the thing, bro. Like, it's just funny to me, and people confuse these terms. Like, black folks, historically, for the larger part of our history, except the last 50 years, in general, we've always had conservative values.
That's true.
How you think our marriage rates was higher than white folks?
That's true.
Before immigration and all that, we get mixed up. They mixed up fascism and being racist, basically, with being conservative.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
They mixed up being a modern day Republican with being conservative. It's a difference between having conservative values and being a Republican.
Yep, that's so true. That's
yeah,
bad.
bro. They mix this shit up, and it's like these motherfuckers. They say American conservatives aren't even really conservative. Right. They would be considered in other countries and shit. But
just like the word woke, just like how they try to say woke, they try to take our word and try to flip it against us and try to make it seem like, you know what I'm saying, it's like the new N word and like it's so bad and like, you know what I'm saying, like you got to be a Democrat or a Democrat or a liberal to for that word to fall under. It's just ridiculous, man. You got to watch out for. I don't trust a lot of these white people with these terms, man, and you know that they shift the goalposts, man, and all the time, man. You got to really watch out for stuff like that, man, and not take it seriously, and not take them seriously, you know.
Yeah. And then the thing is, Republicans aren't really conservative. You look at their spending budget on military and all that shit.
Right.
But yeah, I was on Reddit the other day on the subreddit, and somebody said some shit about woke, like, oh, all the woke Democrats. I'm like, bro, you don't even know what that word means. Like, y'all just
exactly. I didn't check that too. It's like, what are you talking about?
He just said some more gibberish and shit. Like, oh, by woke, I mean, boop. See, it's a word. If we don't give it a clear meaning, then they give it its own meaning. But woke, all it is being aware, conscious.
Exactly.
Now it's like a shame to be woke. Like, what's the opposite of woke? Sleep.
Sleep.
Like, It's just some bullshit, bro. They just pulling at straws, pulling at strings and shit. To be honest, like now your insult is calling me aware.
I
Like,
know.
get the fuck out of here.
You ain't bullshit, man. And yeah, man, I'll be checking them for saying that too, man. And you know, you hear some of us be saying it too, and it's just like we gotta really chill out with all this. Like, okay, it's one thing to have conservative values, but stop. We gotta stop. Mocking these people and listening to what these people and really taking what these people saying with a grain of salt. Because at the end of the day, these people, they're still talking about the OJ shit. You know, these people are just full of shit. You know what I'm saying? And these people, when you ask one of these so-called conservative whites or Republican, wherever the fuck, you know, if they think we should have shit, they be like, no. And they're gonna call you, that they don't really think that you should be getting handed out. And it's like, how is it a handout? Because I fucking, you feel me? But when the Asian hate and all that, they weren't saying nothing about that shit. They weren't saying nothing about these Afghanis coming here, right?
They buffer classes.
They buffer classes. Exactly.
So,
be on the bottom and they the buffers. Exactly. And they know it.
It's all bullshit. These motherfuckers is just all fake, bro. At the end of the day, like, I don't even watch the shit and I know what's going on, all these little political shows, like different from the same agenda. Because it's not Trump or Biden doing the shit, it's a hidden hand behind them.
Right. That's what they had to do with John Durham, that special prosecutor. That's why he's still in there. If he was in there under Trump, if that was the case, if Biden is really running this country, why didn't he fire him, man? So we don't be thinking, man. We don't think, man. It's like it be the same people, in this different president's cabinet and stuff like that. If that was the case, then you know what I'm saying. Why wouldn't they get rid of that? I don't understand. It just be like the same casting people. You see what I'm saying? With just a different, with just a different show, right? Just a different show.
It's a big party and we ain't in it, man.
Damn, like George Carlin said, you know what I mean? Exactly.
Yeah,
you know,
if they was truly divided and shit, and it was that bad, like where they talk about each other, it'd be shootouts and dead politicians as much as it'd be dead rappers right now.
I know.
And it would be like real beef, but that's just theatrics, bro.
And unless you know it's WWF, it's WWF, man. You know, you gotta, you really gotta equate, these politicians and stuff like that, man, to WWF, man. You know, they acting like, they basically fighting each other and getting, and not even on, they're all on the same accord. It's just all an act. But see, what they really do is they fuck over us. The joke's on you. You see what I'm saying? They write legislation and laws and stuff like that to fuck us over. Meanwhile, they're supposed to be the civil servant and helping us. Like these police laws, for example. People are like, oh man, you really think defunding the police? Yeah, hell yeah, defund the hell out of the motherfucking police. Defund them for what that bullshit Trump gave them, the blue alert. Defund them for that. Defund them for that military weapons and stuff like that Trump gave them. And even with the Obama, the blue alert under Obama, my bad, and the blue lives under Trump. Man, hell yeah. There already is a military, right? You gonna get push it to where you give these the police military weapons and all this shit. It's like there's already a SWAT, a special weapons and tactics. Why are you going to give them? See, we don't think, man. So we want a totalitarian government. We want these people, the military and the police, to be able to rule over us like that. Why don't we just be honest and say we want that? Exactly, Monel, right?
Not us, but the majority of us is just some sheep ass bitches.
Right.
It's too weak and too scared and too pussy to do for self. So we would do anything to stay in this system and get the little so-called benefits we think we get in the system or whatever. We'll do anything as long, just like it's the same mentality as them bitches who go on ghetto gaggers. Like, I'll do anything for this check and for this little. It's an abusive pimp and hoe relationship, bro.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Exactly what it is.
The government and the people. And they was never supposed to be public servants or defend us or give a fuck about us. Like they've always served the crown. Queen Elizabeth, the axis of evil, the Vatican, and the fucking UN. So people don't even want to address it. People still thinking in terms of, oh, when this president, I'm gonna vote and all that bullshit. That shit don't matter. Like
that shit just not. Somebody there was a dude. Not trying to cut you off, but there was a dude that talking about he want to go against Clyburn or something. He was like, oh, they were talking about something earlier. Talking about, oh no, I think it was on another show. My bad. They were like, oh yeah, we want to, something about voting and stuff. Like we're gonna make it to where it's like, dude, voting. Oh man, we want to like. I hate when these black people talk about, oh man, these valid, these ballot whoop it's racist and this and that. Dog, that shit is only towards the certain illegals that don't have no IDs, man. That shit don't have nothing to do with you, dude. What does that have to do with? Oh man, voter something, voter register, voter this and that, bro. You don't have no problem with voter registration because you're a fucking citizen. You have a fucking ID, even if you don't have an ID, motherfucker. You have a motherfucking driver's license. That applies to certain other people that aren't even supposed to vote, man. So we don't think we believe anything you tell us and shit.
That's how the underclass think, bro. Like I gotta take care of these buffer classes.
Damn, that's crazy. We subconsciously and consciously we think like that, man.
Then once I do that, then when I take care and pay for these buffer classes, I may get a little benefits. I may get some scraps. As people of color and minorities, I may get something out of it.
Yeah, just like people try to, come to the, man, this and that. We, Hispanics, this and that, this and that. It's just like, see, cats know that they can get money off these cats, man, and the clout too. And that's the thing. It's just like never try to put people over your people. We fuck up, but we have faults and stuff like that too. But so do they. You see what I'm saying? You always put your people first.
And they got a lot of it, but we don't see a lot of it. We see a lot of them being on code because when they see our skin into the room, everybody's on code against us. That's the thing. But behind closed doors, there's a lot of division. They always, motherfuckers in comments was trying to say, look how divided your race is and y'all killing each other. Like they was laughing at all the rappers getting killed and shit. I was like, bro, look at Mexico. Have you seen the Mexican murder rate? How many y'all killing each other down there in the most inhumane ways, and y'all putting each other in barrels of acid and all type of sick, just out of this world type shit. Like, bro, y'all murder rate. Latin America is the most violent region on the planet. What do you mean? Like I said, it's a reason y'all running to that border. People down there is willing to get trafficked in the back of a trailer truck for a chance to come over here. Like that's gotta be hell on earth for people to be willing to do that shit and die of dehydration in the Sonoran Desert trying to get here. So, bro, I was like, bro, our worst ghetto and inner city in America look like Disneyland compared to that shit. So
that's true.
Don't try to talk. Don't try to get over here and put your nose up like y'all so much more civilized or got it together, because y'all don't.
Right.
And the Asians too. What percentage of Chinese people live in poverty and communist China versus the people who doing well, doing okay? Have you seen the Chinese slums? Like, come on, bro.
I know. You ain't like go to some of these. I know you ain't like. See, and I mean,
they'll never talk because they.
Right, like how you said it too. You said it with the how they see these are the same motherfuckers that listen to Dolphin and Slim 400 or whoever, you know what I'm saying, and or be in certain cats comment sections when they're talking about these cats died, but at the same time talking about that's why we be killing each other and laughing at they. See, that's fake. You laughing at these motherfuckers, but you in the comment section that the motherfuckers are dead, but you laughing about that shit. That shit is so fake. You know what? Just go on and don't even listen to our shit no more. Like, if that's the fucking case, if you feel like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, that's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Because what's the fuck so funny about that shit? You feel what I'm saying? It's just like, oh, but see, y'all was making a big deal about the corn man getting just socked up. or just punked.
He stopped.
He didn't get
He stopped.
smoked. He didn't get smoked, but he just got socked up. And y'all make, and it was by an underage motherfucker, by the way. And but y'all made a big deal about that. See, you see that? I don't know, man. And that ain't even nothing near to killing. I don't understand.
Nah.
It was like,
Because their lives is worth more than ours in this caste system. Like,
in this color coded caste system, dude. Ooh.
if a white cop did that shit, it wouldn't be all that.
Right.
It wouldn't be the same type of reaction. I guarantee you that. The same
Man.
way with these black women. All these black women who dated these white dudes and got killed, like the one who just met up with the white boy and Bumble. You don't see a gang of black Cynthia G's and all that, like, fuck these white Dusties and these white men. These white men terrorizing us, and you don't see all that reaction. But if a black man did, it'd be a see. People like to act like it's the same reaction for every action, and every person who did the action, but it's a different reaction based on the race of and the gender of the person who did the shit.
Oh, for sure. For sure. But hell, motherfucking yeah, you ain't lying. And it's just like, they motherfucking silent, boy. Them motherfucking divestors, whatever the fuck you want to call them, motherfuckers, they silent. They silent like night. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and see, that's the thing. But see that, because you know what? There's no black narrative to that. They have to be silent. You know, well, no, they don't have to. But they to keep pushing that bullshit agenda that they have towards us, then they're gonna shut up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That white boy had sex with 700 black women and gave them HIV/AIDS. You didn't see no outrage, really. It was mostly black men talking about that. That proves that this is a conspiracy against us, all this shit. Because if it wasn't, it'd be straight and narrow across the board. But if a black man did, bro, it'd be a documentary about it. Surviving whatever his name, like they did Surviving R. Kelly, they do a Surviving the black dude who gave him 700 women HIV.
Wasn't it like DJ Kid or some shit like that? Some cat?
Jason
Wasn't he like a DJ or something? And how this whole Snuffleupagus looking motherfucker from Sesame Street, how this old Big Bird looking, you know what I'm saying? This old motherfucking two-toed sloth looking ass motherfucker. How the hell does he get all these women? See the thing, see, it's all about, it's going to show a lot of black women judge black men's looks. Just period. Just but looks and money. You see what I'm saying? But other groups are not going to judge on looks as much as us. You feel what I'm saying? Because you get with this dude looking like, I don't know, say motherfucking dude from the Goonies, you know what I'm saying? Right? Chop off the Goonies and shit. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna be hella judgmental towards another black dude, either his money or his looks, one of the two.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah, because you gotta have good looks or all this other shit or gang of money to take away some of that, you know, because you already in the negative on the scoreboard because you black. And I don't like black, and I don't like how I look.
Damn, that's bars right there, dude.
You gotta have some extra shit to make up for your blackness or your originalness.
Damn, he dropped. That was bars right there. That was bars right there, man. He said, "Damn, you already on in the negative, dude. Like a fucked up credit score, man. Already." Damn, you broke that down real good, man.
You gotta be flaunting all your wealth. This white boy could be wearing some cargo pants and some Skechers. He already 10 points up on you on the scoreboard. You had negative 10, so you gotta show out, man.
This cat right here spit some fire, dude. And it's sad that it's like that, man. That motherfucker could do it. Don't matter. The motherfucker could be. It don't matter. And see, just like the video. We gonna say
could go outside right now. Not to cut you off, but they ain't even really mad at him because you don't see no videos or no GoFundMe's or nothing, no petitions. He could go. If he got released tomorrow, he could infect.
Nobody would know who he was, dude.
He could infect 700 more of them by next week.
Nobody know who that cat is though, dude. Like I don't even. They didn't really put his. How come they didn't? That's weird. Why didn't they put his picture out but not hers? I mean, why did they put her picture out but not his? And he's the killer.
No, his picture was out, but nobody really know who he was because it wasn't blasted all over the media.
Right.
The women on social media didn't repost it or go hard on it.
Oh, right. Oh, hell no. But that'd have been. And then some female that said the other day, oh man, all men are dogs, this and that. She was like, look at the story where this black man killed. I said, what are you killed this girl or something? I said, what are you talking about? Look at all these stories where all these black women are killing their kids. She had to switch the subject on that one. I got her on that one. Their kids, fuck all that. They're killing their kids. How about that? What you gotta say about that? Fuck all this spousal abuse, all that bullshit. Oh man, he killed. Man, it was abuse. Fuck, these women killed their kids. How about that? You got something to say about that, ma'am? You know what I'm saying? It's like
everybody's on code against us, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. There's no community. If you ain't got a community mindset, if you ain't got the mindset to build a community and maintain one, then ain't no community gonna come. If motherfucker you laying down with ain't got that mindset, they just got the mindset of I don't need this nigga, even though you need him to get pregnant. Then it's
you need him in some kind of way, dude. Something, dude. The pregnant something, man. The money, something. Why you acting like you don't? That's another thing too, man. That independent thing really fucked our women up. That just, like you're, like you. That's the. You know what? You're not gonna treat your dog. You're not gonna treat like that. The dog and the cat. That you're gonna fucking be. That's the only motherfucker that's gonna be able to put up with your shit is that dog and that cat. Other than that, that's it. You're gonna be single like a motherfucking Pringle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That speaks volumes. How. They really still silent to this day about what that white boy did. And he got text messages. He's a eugenicist. He got text messages saying I was trying to fuck as many of y'all as I could so y'all could infect them. Like you can pull up the text right now. So he was practicing a form of, smallpox in the blanket and shit. Genetic, biological warfare and shit. So, and there's no outrage. So that shows that this is not about justice, truth, or wanting to be treated right. This is a hate campaign.
Just like the okay. What else? There's another. The white dude. There was something else that happened too. Oh yeah, even with the white dude and what about how the black she looked like that she looked like she looked like an aardvark looking type broad, right? Care Bear looking broad. So look, this broad. What about how she let her white boyfriend kill her son, dude, and then they let the son in the apartment? That was some scandalous. I did a story on that. That was some scandalous shit. You didn't really see no outrage on that. These black people should have been pissed.
See, that's how you know people been brainwashed past the point of repair, bro, because they put their gender before their race or their group or their nation. So when you do that, it's like they could do anything wrong, but because she's a black woman, I'm gonna back her. So they don't really give a fuck about nothing else except the so-called sisterhood.
And sometimes they throw their own sisters under the bus, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit is, man.
It makes sense because that was a boy, right?
Yeah, ooh, and you know what? She had girls too. Nothing happened. I don't think the girls was even in any of those situations, dude. I think she had like 2 daughters too. They weren't in those situations. They weren't there. Damn.
She hate black men. She hate black men and he hate black men. But the ironic thing is, if this shit keeps going at this rate, you need a black man to create a black woman or a black man, or a black boy or black girl. So how the black women who hate black men gonna create the next generation of black men hating women if you need a black man to create a black woman?
I'm puzzled, man. I'm speechless. I don't know, man. That's I be that should be boggling my mind, man. That should be boggling my mind. I really don't get it. I really don't get it, man. It's dude, man. You ain't lying, man. We gotta do better, man. This new year, man. It gotta be right, man. You know, we gotta definitely thinking on economic base. You know what I'm saying? You know, start going websites like www.buyblack.com. We got to start helping each other out, man. You know, these females, man, stop going into these bullshit ass, what's the names, man? These bullshit ass Asian spots. I'm sorry. Stop going to these damn nail salons. I'm not even, you know what I'm saying? Where I'm at, they be going out to the damn the wig spots too. Where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? These damn the nails, everything. And I'm like, I just look at it like, damn, dude, I'm not gonna be fucking the fucking salon police or nothing like that. But yeah, I mean, just like with us, we're going into these damn liquor stores, man. Stop supporting these damn people in these damn liquor stores, man. These damn Asians, man. Stop going in their stores, man. Period.
That's the same thing as when they get killed by a white boy, when they get beat up by one of them Asians, and protect black women. But you saw the video of the black dudes who tried to do exactly that, and the black woman pushed them to the side and said, "Get the fuck out of our way. We need our weave."
Damn.
It's like, yeah.
I seen that, man. Dude, that was burnt.
Dude, trying to protect the black, they fell for the propaganda. They didn't see that was just a bunch of game. And it's game because you don't really want protection, because with protection comes direction.
Bars, man. What do y'all know about them bars? That's true. That is so true. Damn. And you have to exactly, man. And when it comes to leadership, you have to be led, dude. What the fuck? He said the white supremacists from the Democratic Party back in the 60s wanted to destroy the black community by having the black man and the black woman turn against each other. Man, it worked. It worked, man. It worked, dude. You had the welfare in 68, and then you had the Gloria Steinem and all that bullshit that came in like 70s, 60s, late 60s. So they came around the same time, worked perfectly like a charm. They killed Martin Luther King. And then all of a sudden, the savior, the daddy, white daddy savior has to come and protect y'all and give y'all welfare. See, it's just we don't get it, dude. Right after King, they gave these women welfare. We don't understand. I don't understand why we don't understand this shit, man. This is like this shit was all deliberate.
I think the problem is the majority of black men don't understand, because, like I said, our right of is chasing pussy at any cost. So even to our shit. So that I think black women definitely understand. That's how they stay on code and stay getting these government benefits and shit. They'll be at the round table with their homegirls, like, yeah, I'm gonna get pregnant by him, and then I'll break, because women of all colors initiate the majority of divorces in this country.
Anyway, you're right. No matter what, you're right. It's so true. And we need a divorce rate and people not get married. Shit, ask these damn women, man. These women's not taking these relationships seriously. They ain't taking their damn kids seriously. So what makes you think they're gonna take relationships and marriage seriously, man?
Yeah, it's just a come up for the most part. It's a financial incentive. They wouldn't have the kids if it wasn't a financial benefit, a lot of them. So yeah, my point is, the divorce, they break it off most of the time because they know, the government is the new man. That's the new man. So he's giving me the benefits. I don't need you. Or they feel like that, and it's just about it's not about us. It's not about this kid. It's never considered, does this kid need them? Does this kid need their dad? They don't care. It's about me.
Damn, dude. Because women are naturally selfish and shit, and especially black women. So it's just like, men are selfless and the women are selfish. But it be to the point too, man, where it's just like shit. Even the men And a lot of times in this group are selfish because, man, these baby boomers did a horrible job. No land, didn't leave motherfuckers no land. You know what I'm saying? Didn't leave motherfuckers no kind of fucking homes, no equity, no nothing. Didn't leave motherfuckers. I mean, it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? No, didn't leave motherfuckers no kind of business company.
Exactly.
None of that. It's
And
like,
they
what
play
the fuck y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Kissing the white man ass for the civil rights. What you saying?
Yeah, they play dumb, and then they tell us all we need to do is vote. But they've been kissing ass and on the job for decades, so they understand that other groups don't just vote. They pull their resources, they plan, plot, strategize, they buy politicians, but they drop the ball with the resources and passing on shit. So all they do is tell us to vote. And they hoard resources too.
Yep. Look at the Vatican and shit. Look at the fucking exactly. You ain't lying, dog.
And baby boomers, they don't give the shit to the right person either. Like my mom's favorite is the booster stealing shit and still living with her, and they love all that dysfunction. And my mom's a boomer, born in 53.
Right. Gotcha.
Boomers 46 to 64, so 1964. So, yeah, I mean, they all backwards and shit. They like keeping the shit in the way it is because if they feel like they mentality isn't I'm gonna lead this horse to the water so they could drink. They thing is I'm gonna keep them on my nipples so they'll never wean off and learn how to get out the nest. They want you to be dependent like the government do.
Damn, I know, dude. The way the black moms, I know, man. Like it's weird too, dude. Or they're like, so a lot, or certain times too, they're like try to push more for like the education for the girls, and try to like like push for like what I'm saying, like a bare minimum, more like a bare minimum for the guys and shit. But then too, a lot of times too, we be at that point too as a people to where at that 18 mark, you want to push your kids out, but it's like fuck, man, your kids ain't fucking at 25. Shit, that's fucking when your kid, especially a man is really gonna reach his full development stage and shit, man. So it's just like we really be doing a disservice and shit, man. We want to kick these kids out early, but then sometimes we don't. The dysfunctional ones, they don't though. The ones that have potential, they do. They want to kick them out early and shit. Like I wasn't the fucking, I wasn't the fake. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only boy and shit. So you're the only boy and shit. You're really gonna get treated different and shit, man. It's really weird shit, that dynamic and shit.
It's a matriarchy.
Man, oh man, and see, they talk about generational curses and shit. Well, stop the generational break the cycle. Then we could talk about generational curses after that cycle's broke. We could talk about all that shit when we get there, right?
I guarantee you, I'm gonna break them motherfuckers because I don't even fuck with them motherfuckers like that. I stay my ass away, like fuck y'all, bro.
You gotta love them from a distance. The same with my family, man. From a distance.
Yeah, when I'm done, I'm done, bro. I ain't going to no funerals. I ain't going to no old folks home or none of that shit, bro.
Yeah, it got bad like that when my sister died, man. It got bad. You know what I'm saying? He ain't lying though. When it comes down to black women, we do be picky, dude, because shit. When it comes down to women, because I'm gracious, we haven't, man.
For real.
True. But yeah, just like with me, man, my sister passed and shit that, motherfuckers made it about them and shit. And when really serious events happen, when people die and, you know what I'm saying, and people lose their life and they, they're not with you in the spirit, in the physical realm no more. It's just shit like that, serious stuff that, happens. Motherfuckers can't, whatever the fuck, get sick, whatever. You see people's true colors for one, and you see too that people don't really have your best interests at heart and don't really have your back like that, and they really don't act like family when that kind of stuff happens. I noticed that. My sister died. Everybody made it about them. It was just some funny bullshit, and there was the time during that COVID time where motherfuckers couldn't fly and all this shit and go to funerals, and motherfuckers use that as an advantage and shit to where we didn't end up going. It was fucked up. I'm still mad at the motherfuckers to this day for that shit, and I'm not gonna forgive motherfuckers over some shit like that because you play games and shit. And y'all made it about y'all and shit when it was about my sister and shit. And I'm really not gonna forgive shit like that. I don't really fuck with shit like that. And I don't mess with those same people in my family that did that. And I won't. You gotta start taking, especially when you get older. It's not even about grudges. It's about taking certain shit seriously, especially as being an adult. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's about respect, bro. And
Respect.
Yeah, sorry, bro. Yeah.
He said respect, bro. Whew.
It's about
Man,
respect, and we as black men, we ain't expected to have boundaries or any respect. We just supposed to be the community mule.
We're supposed to just live and survive and shit.
Yeah, we supposed to allow anything. As long that's my mom. That's my mom, you know. That's my mom. She could do anything. So I think it's more so. You said we don't know or we don't know. I think it's more so black men who's allowed still blinded because everybody else has a code. Black people don't have a code. Black women have a code. It's just not a race first and a community a code that's going to benefit and move us forward as a community. They operate like they're their own group, like they're their own, like they are their own community, like they're out here impregnating themselves. So, yeah, that's true. But yeah, so everybody, every other group has a code. Except us. We tearing each other down for some coochie or some money or some designer or some approval, even some just approval or some likes from a female. We black men, we tearing each other down. We ain't got no code like you see these black women defend. Well, probably they in the comments defending the broad who killed the kid. Like, oh, she might have postpartum depression.
Yeah,
you see
I
that
know.
coming?
Like, what the fuck does any of that have to do with any of this shit? Dude, oh, she's crazy. No, she's not crazy. She's a demon. How about that? Oh, she has mental issues. Oh, when a female does it, she has mental issues. I get it. When a man does it, he's not. He's sick and he's deranged and he's motherfucking. He's a devil. And right, I get it.
When a black man does it, when a white guy does some shit like that, he's mentally ill too.
I know, dude. You want to give the weak excuses to the motherfuckers that, damn, the people that you feel, you know what I'm saying? The people that you feel are worth something.
They're on code.
Gotta,
They're on code. That's what that is. You hear shit like that, and don't judge yet, or that we gotta hear all the facts, but when it's a black man, it's just that's why you dusties. That's why I don't deal with these dusties and all that type of shit.
You notice that they don't call white men dusty. You notice that? See, Cynthia G's a piece of shit. She really is. People like that use that word, they're fucking assholes, man. They are, man. You know, why is it? Is that's only a black word, a word that you call black men, right? So we dude, damn. We gotta start at this point. We gotta stop saying that. Oh, you know, these motherfuckers and these white motherfuckers. We gotta keep them out of the equation now and shit, because it's us and shit now and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, a lot of chocolate covered white supremacists, man.
Oh, that custody shit's a bunch of bullshit too. That child support shit's a bunch of bullshit too. You know, you shouldn't ever be able to get tried or jailed or anything like that for a debt and shit. That's all basically is a debt. You can't go to jail for fucking owing a cable bill or light bill. It's just crazy how these motherfuckers, we don't look at stuff and analyze stuff like that. That shit's against the law like a motherfucker. That really is against the law to jail a motherfucker over some fucking child support. We just don't look at it, you know, and it's always loopholes when it comes down to this whack ass system when it comes down to us and shit, you know, always. And there's always exceptions to the loophole.
We're in the matriarchy, so we lost the norm of black men having standards and expectations. Since we don't have those standards and expectations for something so important and life-changing like the women we select to have kids in a lifetime connection with, we don't have standards and expectations for anything else, a lot of us. So we'll just take anything and deal with anything. So
you ain't lying. So man, this new year, man. Yeah, I wanted to try to what's the name, man, for this new year, man. I'm trying to think of, you know.
Text me.
we're thinking some goals and some stuff like that too for this new year, man. And I definitely want to, you know what I'm saying, get into some business stuff.
Bro.
And
Calling me and shit. My bad. I don't know why this nigga don't ever text me. Like, god damn, bro. You gotta call me every damn time.
yeah.
That shit be annoying.
Yeah, my new what's the name, man, is definitely just try to get into some business aspect this new year, this 2022, man, and definitely to stay sucker free like I've been doing and just dodging the bullshit, man. Keeping a conscious aspect on everything, and definitely try to expand more with this channel and more, maybe even with some Gab or Rumble or something like that too, because YouTube be censoring people crazy, man, and they really do you dirty. You know, especially us so-called black channels and stuff like that, they do that too. But Stormfront and stuff like that, they don't fuck with their stuff. You know what I'm saying? And ghetto gaggers and stuff like that, that type of shit is up there. I'm not, even though they don't have nothing to do with YouTube, but still. You know, and we all know what that is, man. And you know, the Cynthia G and the, you know, all these other crazy motherfuckers that are on here still have a voice on here, which is crazy. And you know, they could literally talk about bringing harm amongst somebody, like killing a black fetus and stuff like that, and it's okay. So yeah, I'm just, you know, one of bigger and better things this year, man, and you know, just you know, expand this channel and you know, get some editing software and stuff like that, learn how to edit it and make some different videos too, man, and more so some vlogging ones too, man, so I can change the aspect and, you know, still do this panel thing and streaming stuff. I'm gonna still do this and stuff like that, but I want to just do different types of videos, you know, and just, man, get some ownership going, man, and you know, and just trying to you know, just basically get some stuff with some, you know, some invest in some cryptocurrency or something like that too. I'm gonna try some different things this year, man. And what about you, man?
Oh man, I'm trying to do everything you just said, man. I'm trying to scale up with this pallet business, get it off the ground. Finally, you know, I don't know if they tripping on. They ain't trying to help me rise and shit, because I always get these vague ass answers when I hit up these businesses about the pallets. But yeah, bro, I'm just trying to scale up that business, and I'm trying to get out the country next year, go see Kenya, go see my people here. Yeah, I want to buy some land next year, some acres, so I could develop on it later down the line. A lot of things, man. I want to get my studio built so I could get back into the music thing.
Yeah, man, your shit was hot, man. That shit was hard. That single you shot me, that shit was hard. I was bumping it. Hell yeah, you definitely got some talent, man. I'll be making beats and stuff too. So I got Reason, a little music program out of here, man. It's messed up, and I don't know why, man. And you know, the owners, the makers of Reason, they don't got no toll-free extra number, but they got you know, a request, like you know, a support line or whatever. But I hit them up and they hit me back, and then they still haven't responded back to me, man. I ain't got time for it. It's like, as much as I pay for this program, man, I should have some, you know, some instant results and some instant answers or something to help me, man. You know, I know other people didn't call for the same issue before, so I don't understand why they acting like they don't know what the issue is. That's kind of pissing me off. But other than that, yeah, I'll be doing my beats and stuff too, my music too, but it's stalled a lot, so it's kind of pissing me off, you know.
Oh man, I know that frustration, bro. Yeah, hit me up about that. I'll fucking find the phone number.
Word, yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. But
with this COVID shit, I invested in like 20,000 masks and shit, because I'm like, shit, these people, government buying masks, I registered to become a government contractor. So I guess the majority of the agencies and shit bought all the masks like the summer of 2020. So this year I couldn't really find a lot of contracts. So I'm trying to sell all them by like the first quarter of next year. If any business, face masks, I got black 3-ply face mask for the low, like 50 packs in each little bundle. So I'm trying to get up off those.
word. No, I feel you. Anybody in the chat, if y'all know any, you know what I'm saying? If y'all, any of y'all trying to contract, you know, help, you know, anybody to contract that out, hit us up, man. You know what I'm saying? That'd be dope, man, because we got to start supporting each other, man, at the end of the day, man. You know, it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
And I think we think supporting each other is like, you know, going buying this like the latest rapper stream or the latest rapper talking about this bullshit stream and stuff like that. But I mean, it kind of is supporting each other, but you got to support something with some substance too, though, man.
Yeah. And if y'all like entertainment, man, I got the Jailbroken Fire Sticks, you know, pay-per-view, all the channels and all that shit, you know.
Word. Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to holler at you about one of them. Hell yeah, man. Word.
Yeah. I put the free apps on there, and then I got the little IPTV service. It starts at like $18 a month, but it comes with live TV, movies, all that stuff, support, technical support.
Damn.
If you got any questions or downloads, and it has over 12,000 programs and then 5,000 video on demand programs. So pretty set.
Word. It's all about solutions for this new year, man. You know, all about some solutions, man, and we gotta start to change it up, and man, I'm gonna definitely do a couple of these shows too, where definitely holler at some of these, definitely get some of these youths on there. I might try to get one of my nephews on here and stuff too, man, and definitely got to start talking to some of these youth, man, and you know these younger cats too, because I feel that us as older dudes, man, you know, we gotta stop bullshitting. We can't drop the ball when it comes down to younger cats, man. We gotta really start, you know, helping and trying to set some kind of example there, and then too, man, and or even learning from either or, man, learning from the older, the younger, or both, or vice versa, man, and too, and just to stay on track and set a good example for each other, man, because you see what I'm saying? That's one thing when I was even growing up, man, you know, growing up in the streets and all this bullshit too, man, you know, you had older cats, man, not teaching no good shit really at all, you know what I'm saying? Maybe with the come down to the fighting aspect and, you know, telling you what to do and shit and take off on a motherfucker first and shit like that. That's good. You know, they'll tell you some good shit like that when it comes to those certain instances, but most of the time, the majority, nah, man, you know, they'll tell it's a bunch of bullshit. It's always about, you know, finesse this female or try to stay with some broad and you know, that has a spot and stuff like that, instead of telling you, man, you know what, go and fucking, you know, invest in this, or, you know, go work, you know, this one, and then, you know, make sure you got, you know, you have, you know, somewhere that's, you know, it's gonna make sure it's gonna keep you down with a 401k, or that has some kind of, you know, something, man. They're not telling you, know, or, you know, trying to invest in some land or some, you know what I'm saying, or in a condo or something, and, you know what I'm saying, and you know, rent that out, and then, you know, go, you know what I'm saying, get a down payment for this other one, or go on Turo and, you know, buy a car and then go on tour and rent it out, or nothing. They ain't tell you nothing, you know what I'm saying? And it's bullshit, man. And I know you, you know, the same thing, man. So it's just like, you know, I don't want that to be, you know what I'm saying, you know, my nephews or whoever is up under me or younger than me, I don't want that to be their same, you know, the same impression when it comes out of me. You feel me? Or cats like me, man. And you don't want that, man. You want to break that cycle, man. And you don't want to be just like these damn women and stuff like that, or just, you know, people peer in your family and stuff like that, that just keep that same kind of cycle going. You want to, you know, elevate, man, and be better than that, because you are the man setting the example, man. And, you know, so that comes, and that's important. You see what I'm saying? And that's really, really valuable and important when it comes down to shit like that, man. And, you know, all the stuff that's coming up, this metaverse and all this other stuff coming up soon anyway, it's going to involve investment in money and really looking out for your future, period, man. So you don't want to be late to the party like we've been doing, man. You want to really stay abreast to everything that's going on and shit like that, man, and stay ahead of the game and 2, 3, 4 steps ahead of this shit, you know? Word, man. That's real. That's real spit. Yeah,
you know, your nephews is lucky to have somebody like you, bro. So
appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, for real, bro. So it's just got to be about each one teach one, like you said, man. And we just got to think outside the box, man. Land is cheap. We gotta get some land. We got to get out the city, I think, because.
Yeah, I got to get out of Cali. That's what I was thinking too, man. It's just this place is like, this is not even for black people no more. And, you know, they even tell you, you know, about the population and, you know, decrease with us and increase with everybody else. I mean, that should just tell you something right there. And that's just not just cute, you know, little statistics and That's serious. We got to start taking stuff like that seriously and telling you that, showing like, this is warfare, man, and this is a tactic that they've been using. And Reagan did it, you know what I'm saying, with the letting a lot of these people come over in the 80s and stuff, and then, you know what I'm saying, and Bill Clinton did it with the NAFTA, outsourcing a lot of these jobs out of the fucking United States. So you know what I'm saying, and they did it again, you know what I'm saying, and you know, with Biden and these other cats and stuff like that, let all these people come over here. So I mean, they're doing this by design to let these people, you know what I'm saying, basically just have a one up over us, man. You know, for you got the Hispanic people, making sure that they're going to be working more and they're going to be the workforce, and these Afghanis and these other people, these Middle Easterns, making sure that they're going to be the owners over you, these Asians and the businesses. You're going to be the permanent consumer to these damn people. So that's all that is, man. So we got to really stay sharp and focused, man. Is keep our eyes on the prize and shit, man. And because this is serious, man. It's warfare, man. It's chess, man. It's not checkers, man. You know what I'm saying? We want it to be checkers and shit because that's the easy way and shit, and doesn't involve that much thinking. But it's not that, man. On this shit, on this one, man. Hell yeah, man. But it sounds like you're doing a lot for the, and you're doing a lot, man, on the business end, and you know what I'm saying. And I salute you, man. You know what I'm saying. That's what's up, man. And a lot of cats can learn a lot from you, man. And just, you know what I'm saying, and just with the knowledge and the business aspects too, period, man, because that's serious, man. It takes a lot to to be on some business minded type tip, man. It really does, and actually carry it out. You know what I'm saying? It really does.
It's a real challenge, bro. Especially with the type of support systems most of us got.
Or lack of thereof, right? Damn, dude. You ain't bullshitting. Really bad lack of that's true. I said really lack of support system. You ain't lying. You ain't lying, man.
Right. Facts, lack of. But here I'm still pushing, man. So I hope God don't count me out. But,
you straight, man. You especially with your energy and all that stuff, and the fact that you're doing for yourself, and man, and you have a, you know what I'm saying, that you have a independent mindset, man, and you have the intelligence to back it up. You'll be all right, man. You know what I'm saying, and you especially with that God is watching you, man. And spirituality, everything is on point, and it matches and aligns with your you see what I'm saying, with your with your agenda, man. Everything should be all right, man. So shout out your channel and everything in your information before you bounce, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I appreciate you coming up. You know what I'm saying? I know you got to do some stuff outside and stuff like that, man. So word, man.
Yeah, it's King David on YouTube, at The Lone Warrior on Instagram, THALONEWARRIOR. And tap in with me, man. We gotta, like minds gotta connect, man. We gotta stop waiting for the world to get on our script. We just gotta link up. We're gonna do this shit. So let's do the damn thing. If not, hey, that's just gonna show we was bullshitting.
That's true.
So
that's true, man. You ain't lying, man. And just as we're on this page, we also need our women to be on the same page and stuff like this too, man. And we'll see with us being on the same page that that's a good thing, because we could help our youth and put our this good shit in the youth's hands and stuff like that, in their ears, man. And real, that's real, you know what I'm saying, and teach them and just pass the stuff on that we need to pass on to, man. And hopefully, you know what I'm saying, they'll soak it in as a sponge, because there's a lot of stuff that's distractions and stuff like that right now out that I can see they could distract them, and that is distract them and really keeping them in a not stagnant kind of mindset, man, and not conscious mindset, but at the same time in a destructive kind of mindset. So in the case of building and destroy, like I said earlier, man, it's keeping it to where they're destroying. We're destroying each other, man, on a couple of different aspects, man, and that's what we got to break out of, man, especially this new year. But there's always going to be an agenda for us to keep doing that. That's the thing. So, we got to really stay sharp and humble, man. And that's the word, humble. That's the thing. not just be humble, but stay humble. That's the hard part. And, you know,
Yeah.
that's
Too much
real.
pride, man. We got too much pride as a people, especially looking at the position we in.
Mm.
So we need to humble
Mm.
down.
Mm.
To be honest, at this rate, they say Hispanics gonna be the majority real soon and all that type of shit. And you look at our rate of abortions and all that shit.
Mm.
We need to start reproducing like how we used to, or how they doing now.
Right.
But with all these changes we just been talking about, every other time we on live, it's like it's way more hurdles to that shit because it's not like the Hispanic woman where she see herself as a part of something bigger than her. It's like the black woman, she see herself as the biggest part of the equation.
Damn, dude.
It's not a Raza first or race first thing with us.
You ain't bullshit, bro.
With all the problems they go through, like femicide. See, the thing is, we painted as the big bad monsters, but really, we the world's softest men, the biggest simps, because they know damn well they couldn't get away with all the shit they do in Saudi Arabia or
Right.
Mexico.
Right.
So how is we the worst if that doesn't add up? How are we the worst if
I know
they're way more controlling than they women?
and they couldn't do that with them other men. They talking about divesting and shit. You divested them motherfuckers with that bullshit, they whooping your ass. And that's that. So you can't talk about that divested shit. These other groups don't fuck around. These other men, shit, look how they treat their women. They whip their women's asses, man. We gotta keep it real. We gotta keep it real and stop paying to see these other groups. Our women will paint the picture of these other groups of men like they're so holier than thou. Shit, these motherfuckers, they'll stomp their women out. So stop acting and stop speaking for these men like they're how you say it, like they're motherfucking you know what I'm saying? What's the word? Like they're just a priest or something. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers don't play, but see, that makes sense though, because they have a code with their women. That's why they whip their women's asses like that. We don't have a code with our women, you see what I'm saying? And the government, our women knows the government has their back too, because you know, abuse or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? They use it and weaponize the police against us. So you damned if you do, damned if you don't, man. It's like shit.
Yeah, and to be honest, that's how society stays in order. Like the threat of punishment or the fear of being punished. Not to say that shit should happen, but that's just how shit works. I'm not gonna rob this bank because I fear I'm gonna get shot up by these armed security.
Right.
I'm gonna do 150 miles on the highway because I fear I'm gonna get pulled over and get a expensive. That's how shit works.
That's how shit work.
So if you can take here, it's just take. And it's just go all out disorder and tyranny and shit.
You ain't lying.
But yeah, we need to get our numbers back. We know all the challenges, but you know, we dwindling down in America.
That's real.
So,
you ain't lying. You ain't lying, man. This new year's about to be interesting, man. It's going to be real interesting, man. And we got to reach, but you know, the hell with everybody else, you know what I'm saying, is doing. We got to do for self, man. We got to really be on it. You're right. We got to show ourselves, man, that as men that we you know, we going to hold down our people, man. And the hell with, you know what I'm saying, this government, you know, has to the negativity and all this bullshit that they're trying to push on us, man. We got to really strive forward, man, and show, you know, that we're the ultimate example for our people. You see what I'm saying?
exactly, bro. And see, people know what's right and people know what's wrong. I think a big part is I give my people more credit for saying that.
And you breaking up. That shit tripping. Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, I can hear you now. Damn, I was
Word.
breaking up.
Yeah.
Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, I was breaking up, huh?
Yeah. Word,
No, I
man.
was saying, I give my people more credit than that. Like they know what's right and what's wrong. It's just they see all the people doing the bullshit, and they're like, well, they getting the bag from it. They're getting paid from it. Let me do that too.
We're independent. We're entertainment minded already. So, and plus, yep, that's a trend too. Oh, we're on that. We're on the trends in the entertainment, and the end gonna get you some money too. Act a fucking idiot. We on it. We on it, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's not. They're not getting paid a bag to be conscious and all that. So it's just we gotta break away from the bullshit, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? The enemy, man. If that's really the enemy, we got to show that motherfucker's the enemy by not taking his bullshit and his trinkets, though, too. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Word, man. Hell yeah. So, man, this new year we gonna switch it up, man. It's solutions all year, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be interesting, man. So they're gonna start ending these PCR tests, man. So you're gonna see a lot more people in line for these damn home tests or whatever. It's funny how they made those super quick, right? You know what I'm saying? And you know, and you know, you're gonna see a lot more little bills and laws and stuff like that comes out for this 2022. A lot more what's his name, man, a lot more control, man. And but at the same time, a lot of the stuff on Biden's end is imploding from the inside out. So that's kind of looking good too. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see, man. It's interesting. You feel me? It's gonna be real interesting, man, this year, man. Real interesting.
I just be like, man, if I knew the things I know.
Right, and these rappers dying and all this, it's just interesting, man. It's just don't be surprised, man. Don't be surprised, man. I ain't wishing that on people, but just don't be surprised that the narratives and stuff like that they're coming out with, and just all this, crime written in cities and smash and grabs and stuff like that. Just don't be surprised what happens this next year, man. Just don't be surprised, right?
Yeah, all the shit happening, man. I think they might try to ban rap. All these deaths, try to ban rap. Then I don't know, because all these dead bodies and drama, that's generating a lot of money for them.
Right.
At the same time, I'm like, maybe not.
We'll see, man. It's gonna be interesting, man. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can catch me, you know what I'm saying, at this handle, XX Frank Nitty XX, man. You know what I'm saying, for the YouTube and for the Facebook, you know what I'm saying, Frank Nevermind Jones, and for this you know what I'm saying, for the Instagram is Frank Jones 8115, and y'all could hit me up on the Cash App if y'all feel like it, man. $ Frank JONEZ and then 1, man. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you got a Cash App, King David. Why don't you shoot your Cash App, man?
It's King Davo, DAVO 323.
Word, man.
Yes, sir.
Word. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? And Computer Bot said, to be honest, Frank, I still have faith in the African American community. They one day put themselves first and put people outside of the community out of their own mind. Man, that's true. Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Only time will tell. We just got to keep the faith, man, and just stay, manifesting stuff like this, man. But, we can't manifest it and be doing something different at the same time, man. We got to manifest the actual actions too into play, man. So word, man. That's real. That's real spit. Big King David, man. I'm glad you came back on the Smug, you know what I'm saying? Word, you know what I'm saying? Happy New Year and the whole 9, man. You know what I'm saying? If I don't talk to you, I'll holler at you on the New Year's. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? This is a pleasure to have you, man. I'm saying, spitting these jewels again, man, and spitting your knowledge, man. Word, man. And we'll definitely have that show. I'm gonna have you and Shaq come on, and we'll do that show about these supplements, man, and just just eating right and just what I'm saying, just everything, man. You know what I'm saying, when it comes out of the diet and being right, man, righteous and stuff like that. What you put in your body, man. I'm gonna definitely have to have both of y'all come on and that'd be dope, man. That'd be really, really hot, man. And Just appreciate, you know what I'm saying, your insight and your, you know what I'm saying, provision on all this, man. Word.
Yeah, man, I'm ready. Let's do it. And you be safe out there on New Year's, man.
I probably won't do nothing, man. I might not even go out, man. You too, though, man. But you never know. You never know, man. Because I used to do the New Year's going out, but I stopped, man, for a while. You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably just be chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? Word, man.
Yeah, whatever you do, man, be safe.
Word, man. You too, man. You too, man. And you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna definitely holler at you, man. Keep, you know what I'm saying, keep that energy up, man. You know, keep that business mind state cracking and stuff like that. And yeah, man. And you know, there's another thing before I go. I was seeing something on Cash App about and you ever like the investing and stuff like that on there. I was looking at stuff like that. You can invest in like Tesla and stuff like that on Cash App, right? You ever seen that?
Yeah, I bought some Bitcoin on there. You could buy Bitcoin. That's the only crypto you could buy on there, just Bitcoin. And then you could buy stocks. And I think ETFs now.
I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to look into that, man. And yeah, man.
Yeah, if I was you, I'd get a different platform because I don't think you could transfer it to a private wallet with crypto. You want to buy a platform where you can transfer to a digital wallet. That's basically like a wallet. That's basically be like a secure private thing off the platform. So if the platform gets hacked or goes through like a security breach, your info and your crypto and your balance won't be vulnerable to the hackers. It'll be in your digital private wallet. So there's other places like Coinbase and shit like that.
Gotcha.
If you want to, and transfer to a digital wallet.
Word, I'm gonna definitely do that, man. I gotta start investing my damn self, man, and just, you know what I'm saying, starting to set it off, man, because it's serious, man. And you know, invest in my own future. I ain't got no kids now, man, so I gotta invest in myself. But shoot, man, you never know what comes down the pipe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Word, man.
Yeah, man. If you gotta go to Kenya with me, man.
That'd be crazy, man. That'd be crazy. That'd be dope. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy, man. That'd be off the hook.
They got they closer to the real world out there, man. So it's a higher chance you meet a good sister out there.
Right. Yeah, man. And right, because just out here, I mean, you know, the women out here, period, are just way more, man. It's just, you know, this Western women, period, man. They're just hit with so much BS, man. And you know, ever since the feminist days and stuff like that, man, they hit our women with so much material and bullshit. And I see what you're saying, man.
Yeah.
Very indoctrinated, you know, really indoctrinated, man. Word, man.
Yeah, man.
That would be a fucking breath of fresh air, man. Get away from America for a while, man, because there's nothing like traveling, man. Nothing like traveling, man.
I got to do it this year, man, because I was supposed to do it. I mean, I got to do it next year because I was supposed to do it this year, but shit didn't turn out right. And as far as the investing, I ain't doing that as much as I want to because I got my money tied up in this other shit. But, you know, I'm going to just go harder next year.
Word, man.
Paying forward.
No, that's real. At least you're doing something, man. At least you on the right track, bro. Trust me on that one. You on the right track, man. Word, man. Yeah. So yeah, word. So I'm gonna definitely holler at you, man. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Stay safe, man. Stay vigilant, man. You definitely, you know what I'm saying, be spitting that fire, man. And you know, stay with the knowledge, man, and stay with the healthiness too, man. Because word, man, I appreciate that, man. And you know, just us as Black people, you know what I'm saying, we need to practice that much and participate in that too, man. And word, man. Word, appreciate that, man. Appreciate you coming on, man. Always a pleasure. You can always come on anytime you want, man. You know what I'm saying? Word, man. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate that. And yeah, man.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, man, and be safe. And word, you know what I'm saying? We'll chop it up more offline and shit, but yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Just keep that energy up and keep doing your thing, man.
Man, likewise, bro.
Oh yeah. I'm
about to post these masks on Amazon, man. They said I could post them in 24 hours, so I'm trying to get them off on there.
Word. Keep doing it, man. And you know what I'm saying? And like I said, if anybody have any, you know, any contract company or any contracting or one of your masks or something, I like King David, man. Hit him up, man. Word, or hit me up, and I hit him up. Whatever, man. We gotta support each other.
22,000. I do some volume discounts and everything.
Word for sure, Big David, man. Appreciate it, big dog. So I'm gonna holler at you, man. Keep it up, man.
Likewise, peace.
All right, big dog. Peace out.